There we go. Let's see, public. All right, awesome. There we go. Excuse me. All right. How we doing? How are we doing? So, one and all in one, all for one, so forth and so on. Couple things to do. Couple things to do today. First of all, hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everyone's having a nice day. Hey, what's up, Azrael? Apparently the Genshin live stream happened this morning, so I want to check that out. I'm gonna check that out. We have yet another person who, you know, people legitimately hate on Lord Black Panther season 2.5, worst experience in my life. No, Black Panther is trash right now. It sucks. Well, he's not bad, but like the game is not suited for him. Penny combo with listen, I actually popped off as Black Panther, but it still was like an insane amount of work and my team wasn't really helping me. But I was playing Black Panther against a Penny and a Rocket. I switched, mind you, but I had like 3 kills before any of the duelists even had 0. Game built around countering Black Panther. It really is. Yeah, you have Emma, you have like I just don't think they care about him, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was hard enough playing him in the beginning, and they just made it worse. But, yeah. It is what it is. I got back to GM, though, so that's nice. Hey, what's up? I also need to check it out. Oh, okay, true. Yeah, but say, well, we're gonna check it out today. Hey, what's up, Kush? How you doing? Yeah, so apparently, let me see. There we go. I'm just gonna go to my profile. All right, nice, we're live. Also, let me bring up the Twitter chat. Let me see. All right, there we go. Awesome. So, like I said, that's gonna happen. We also are gonna check out the stuff that I should have put Septimont lore in the comments. Hey, what's up, Sunny Nikki? How you doing? We're gonna be checking out some more Septimont lore as well after we watch the live stream. Honestly, Penny, Rocket, Emma thing aren't even the worst of it. Ultron enabling flyer comp is the worst. Yeah, that too, because it make it hard to play him. Like, it's just that time. I'm actually pretty happy to a degree because now I can play Namor Hulk because most people are banning like Hawkeye and stuff like that. So that's nice. I'm good, excited to watch the live stream. I haven't seen it. Oh, okay, true. Let's go. Skirt go Burr. Hey, what's up, Sam? Yeah, like I said, I am an objective human being to the best of my abilities. Wuthering Waves, Genshin, I play them both. I have issues with both in certain regards. However, I have more issues with Genshin. In part because it's been out longer, so therefore this doesn't mean that I just hate the game. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing it if I did. I don't have time to waste like that. But the point is like the game's been out longer, so there's technically more things to have issue with. But in reality, the developers have not done themselves any favors. I think that's the thing that we have to really just take into account. They have not done themselves any favors. Summer Game Fest is, yeah, and then Summer Game Fest as well. Summer Game Fest. Let me change the. Oh, by the way, Aura. I spoke to Faker. Let me change the title real quick. Nod Cry. You know what? I'll change the title later when we get to Summer Game Fest because it's not for 4 hours, so I don't need to change it right now. Myth busting events. Not Cry. Septimont. Done. And now on YouTube, let me change that real quick. Let's see, edit. Myth busting lore. Nod Cry. Septimont. There we go. All right. So, SGF today. What's SGF? They showed very interesting things, actually. Oh, Summer Games Fest. Yeah, it's today. Yep. What is Summer Games Fest? Summer Games Fest is basically like the new E3, where they show off like new game trailers for things coming out. Wuthering Waves is going to be there, likely, because they're one of the sponsors for the event. Genshin will probably be there as well. I assume. I could be wrong. I hope Kingdom Hearts 4 is there. I hope it's there so badly. So yeah, that's what it is. Did you see Amanda playing Wuthering Waves? I didn't watch it, but I saw the announcement and then I spoke to her afterward. I told her, I was like, now you can look at my lore videos. Because you actually, like, she watched the beginner guide, but she didn't watch the 2.0 one. So now that she finished 2.0, I was like, yeah, you can watch it now. I don't think I saw Hoyo Games in the teaser they gave. Yeah, and it might not be the case. They might not be there. So we'll see. Either way. Let me see. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Let's see. You are welcome to comment here as well. All right. All right, well, let's check it out, y'all. Let's try it out. Let's see what they got going on. Let me change the volume because I know the volume is much higher than it's supposed to be right now. There we go. Alrighty then. Just a reminder, like I said, we're going to check out Nod Cry first. Then there's some new information for Septimont as well. And then we got to talk about some myth busting. Oh, sorry. My apologies. What did Faker say? He basically just said he's been busy. That's all. Like, I asked him, I was like, hey, how you doing? It's been a while. So forth, so on. And I also said that you said hello. And he was just like, yeah, thanks. I've just been busy IRL. That's what he said. I will not watch it if they did that subject. I will not watch it. Oh, we're gonna need captions. Let me actually switch, because I don't want to get people saying, why are you in this section? Go to the Genshin section. So we'll go to the Genshin section. Crazy enough, the Genshin section and the Wuthering Waves section literally have the exact same amount of viewers right now. For what it's worth. All right, last time, we're starting here. Oh no.
滅びの災いと呼ぶにふさわしいわ。終わりなき苦痛と消えることのない呪い。
My bad, y'all. I need to switch the format so that the screen's bigger. There we go. That's my recording YouTube videos format.
そして救世主の誕生。ことのない。
All right, this is the last time because I missed that part.
そして
And the birth of a savior.
救世
Okay.
主の誕生。運命の初期は
Finally finished this work. Okay, yeah.
アビス教団の名は知ってたが、これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるで
It's like preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
としてるような。
宇宙船スリープポット？まさかお前がテイラントに来た時に乗ってた宇宙船？
Oh shoot!
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
災いはいつか必ず訪れる。みんなもそう言ってるわ。
彼女の存在を無視し続けたらいつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べるしかない。無に帰せ。
So, what element is she? Is she cryo?
星々よ静かに眠れ。
はじめまして。
She is
私は
cryo?
ダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で風神バルバトスの伝道師です。面白くなってきた。
I don't think I could be more disinterested in a character, honestly. Just being honest. Not my type of character.
ここで終わる。だが、お前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠、極悪鬼スルトロッチを。
Sirta Loki, okay, yeah.
戦線は総崩れだ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ。これがお前の望んだことか。
お兄ちゃんはいつも運命を変えようとしてる。でも今回は何としても
Who's that girl?
見せる。
よくやったスカー。今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
Yeah, it's an NPC, but she looks
お前
interesting.
が鈍性のクジラの剣能を持っている。
するとロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
Bro, don't say something like that. I can't. I cannot afford to go back to the beginning. I put in too much time. I want to see this NPC real quick, though. Yeah, her eyes. Okay, so she's Conrian then. This is a Conrian NPC. Oh yeah, she even has like the flowers in her hair from Conria. Genjiro Tsusada, I'm hearing. I would not know. Finally back. Wonder if they updated his model. Oh yeah, right. Will he be playable finally? Lumine. I wonder. Honestly, if you were to change her eyes and color her hair blonde, this probably would look like Lumine. But it's kind of hard because it's just like, wait, but does Lumine have that thing on her hand too? I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard because, you know, the models in Genshin look kind of similar at times. And so it's just like, I don't know. Gotta go, busy day ahead. Side note, I'll probably resend volume 2 and 3 together after I leave so you don't have to scroll so far up. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Azrael. I thank you. I appreciate you. She has the outfit as well. Yeah. So, interesting. Because I play with Lumine. No, Aether's just kind of, oh no, he's kind of, I'm not the biggest fan of how he looks. Like, there's some tweaks that would have made him look cooler to me, but he kind of looks a little derpy, in my personal opinion. But to each their own. Hoyo, so that's whether they already want to reset the game. Stop! I know you always want to change fate, but this time I won't let you succeed.
よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
なぜお前が鈍性のクジラの権能を持っている
するとロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢。
Yeah, so he looks like Child, or Child looks like that dude, because Child has like the foul legacy. So Sertologi probably is like the person who, you know, foul legacy, or the it's in the name, really.
さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で
Didn't know that?
始まりが待って
Yeah, exactly. It should look similar. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Dainslift being playable, I wonder when and if. Like, Dainslift kind of gives me the vibes that he won't be playable at this point. I mean, obviously, Baiju, right? Like, they took forever with Baiju, so it's still possible. But, like, he kind of... There's this term I hear people saying, you know, passing around saying, like, a certain character gives them death flags. And this character feels like they're giving me death flags, to be honest. Also, is this red supposed to be Notlon red? Because it's very dark. This is like a very dark red. It's not like the kind of like the bright orange color I feel like we normally would associate with Notlon's the fire color. I don't really use Fire Traveler like that though. I mainly just use Mavuika, but yeah. Oh, got you. True. All right, guess I have to do this. 12 a.m. UTC -4. Got it. Same as Guess You Land. Dude is just a story driver for some parts, but I don't see the potential of playable in them. Don't say that, please. My heart. Guess You Land will be playable. Believe. I feel like he could come back, honestly. I do. I mean, I guess we all thought the same thing for, what's her name? We thought the same thing for, what is her name, y'all? From Mondstadt, the church, starts with an S. She got, Raiden deleted her, basically. Dang, what is her name? And they're talking about Dainslift being a story driver. Bro, he's already confirmed playable, and no way they talking about Guess Your Land. I'm about to get very upset. I'm not enjoying the Twitch chat.
Welcome to the Genshin Impact version.
Y'all said a whole lot really fast, that's all. I wonder when we will get a child rerun. We might have some change around that thought.
The voice of Dahlia, and hosting with
I think I got so used to PGR's design that every Hoyo design looks like an NPC to me. I understand that subject. I 100% understand that.
Child's master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malika.
Because it's not glowing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version. Woo, 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 woo. Yippee!
Senora, thank you.
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her first appearance left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
Like, okay, like, this is my issue. Like, I understand that women play, I understand that women play the young boy characters. But this is just weird, man. Like, this literally is a full-blown adult woman's voice coming out of Black Dahlia. It's just weird. Like, I get it, because and I know, like, with Sing Cho, I think they did the same thing. But it's just weird, man. Like, just try to sound like the character a little bit, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just weird. And maybe it's just me, but that's just weird.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
We're gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Sertology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dane Sliff reveals
You know
that
what's weird? The new
Sertology
character
is
in the
one
quality
the
of life.
5
Just wait.
sinners
Oh my
of
gosh.
Cartethiya, and someone who possesses all
He's sounding way too young now. Oh, wait. Their VAs are kind of weird now. He's sounding way too young now. Well, no, it's just a child. It's a woman speaking. That's what you hear. You hear a woman speaking. They're not trying to sound like the character. They're just speaking with their normal voice, which is why it just feels kind of weird. Did not know he was a guy, to be honest. Yeah, Black Dahlia is a guy. Who he serves under Venti, and apparently it's one of those characters that they just throw in just for the heck of it. Honestly, they're like, oh yeah. Venti just so happened to have somebody who he always talked to in Mondstadt, basically, and like shares private information with him or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of I don't want to get into it. It's just a little weird, but I'll just leave it at that.
Power. Imagine training under
Can't believe
someone
Knockrow's
like
making me come back.
Walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost...
We're skipping this part.
Story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Teyvat as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it?
It's kind of weird hearing your voice from that character, but I'm just saying. I'm really not trying to be rude. It's just weird. Like like surely this isn't like just me, right? Like it's just odd, you know? Like, and I would say that about anything. Like if I saw the voice actor, now Wuthering Waves doesn't have this situation. Like Ling Yang, the only, younger boy character, and he's taller than like Encore and Verena. So he's more like a teenager at the very least, right? He has a guy voicing him. So you would hear a guy voice if they ever did something like this. But for this game, it's just kind of weird.
In such a normal location.
I want to know about Aether's Past. It's been 5 years.
Wait, hold on a second.
I think they're going to talk about it soon, though.
Playing an instrument?
This update is when they're going to start talking about it.
She's like this, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
Let me introduce you to a game called All Japanese Games Ever. No, I'm just playing. But like any Japanese samurai game, like those jokers play instruments. They do poetry, Like they play the flute, they do poetry, It calms their mind to get them ready for battle.
There's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like
this thing on his ear looks similar to the thing we had in Sumeru. I guess it's like a way of for her to communicate with us.
That's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like
Akasha
Skirk
2.0,
is
yeah.
the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work.
I respect Drip Impact. At least it's not like a dull sword. Drip Impact, I can dig this. I can dig that with that sword.
Together.
Okay, Slay. So we're teaming up with Skirk, huh? Okay, but am I the only
Yeah, Kaga. It seems that way.
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Outside of getting new abilities, but yeah.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification power, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
All right, let's see it. Oh my gosh, Aura. Yeah, I'm tripping. I knew she was Cryo. Because the thing is, I have like Shinha. She's like one of my favorite characters in the game. Eventually, I want to get her to C6. She's like C2 right now. And so eventually, I'll just try to like collect copies as she comes out. But yeah, like I'm kind of committed to the cryo way. So that's a large part of the reason I'm getting Skirt.
Merciless.
Okay, thank you so much, Azrael. I appreciate you. Fashion impact for the win, exactly.
As Child's master and
I love this song, by the way. Do 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 do.
someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature.
So that's the logic, to blend in. No disrespect, but that's a cop-out. Like, this world has so much nonsense in it. There is literally zero reason to blend in. I'm not like making a big deal about it, but I'm just saying she does not need to blend in. She can do whatever she wants. And people literally saw a whale, you know what I'm saying? Like a galactic whale practically jump through a dimension hole into a courthouse. I don't think her having to, you know, I'm just saying.
And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety.
So ER, don't build
and
ER.
When you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to
That's actually interesting. It can't be overridden.
AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple...
Wait a second. No. It can't be overridden. Wait, okay. This could potentially be cool. Does that mean you can like eternally melt if it can't be overridden? Or does that mean like no other element will touch it? Because you still need hydro to freeze. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of trying to figure out what that means. Reactions include frozen, superconduct, cryo swirl, or cryo crystallized reactions. So yeah, she's only going super... What? You can't melt? Oh gosh, I hate these restrictions. Hey, what's up, Zolto? How you doing? It means her normal attacks will only be cryo. Wouldn't it? No, I don't know, because it's saying reactions include. I mean, you could be one of those includes but not limited to. Cryo damage that can't be overridden. The state also increases her resistance to interruption attack. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If that means you can either eternally melt or you can't do no other elements really affected.
And plunging
that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out.
Cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions
she has
are
tacit
triggered,
marks, y'all.
multiple
Look.
void rifts will appear on the field.
She's a Wuthering Waves character in disguise.
Burst to absorb the void rifts.
She puts tacit marks on the field.
After unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see.
Means like C6
so
Benny can't infuse pyro?
Keep on the field for a long time, or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, you're right. I remember now. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've like heard that concept for a character. I'm gonna say, no, I know exactly what you mean when he says can't overridden now. Yeah, because you can only have fire on his weapon. So basically, so people like him, yeah, they do that for all the characters like that now. Okay, I remember now. This is me. I saw the stream.
Hydro and
well, we'll see. We'll
also
see.
further enhances her abilities. And
Like Benny Alt. Yeah. I remember now.
Entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters.
So you can use Bennett with her now.
Elemental skill level
Okay.
will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, that's cool. You can play them together. That's fun.
I love the look of her camouflage.
I don't know how meta it's gonna be, but you know,
special effects are incredible.
probably won't be.
Right?
That sounds like
And
insanely
when she
long
enters
rotations
her
on both
special
sides.
Combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle.
Is that the slay counter?
So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental
He did all the
burst.
new characters dirty?
Or after other
I feel like they should just make it to where you can turn off constellations.
Quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really
All
useful.
right, let's see.
And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia?
That's the scoop, Aileen.
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go.
Yeah, I understand that. I 100% understand that, Brian. Like,
Should be fun. Hey,
yeah, I do. I do.
say it's the Animal Archive.
Yeah, he just makes a water shield, basically. I feel like he's gonna be the character.
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in
He'll probably be like a 4-star version of the 5-star that they put out later. It's like, here's the budget 4-star, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I mean, legitimately, I think it's good for free to plays. He's gonna be the budget version, likely for Skirk's teams, and then you'll get a 5-star version sometime down the road. He'll help with the abyss very nicely because he gives one plunge.
response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain
Hey, Roro, how you doing?
After unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal
Yeah, it's the same normal
or
attack
triggering
animation.
freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously
interesting.
protect his party members and to increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And after unlocking a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character.
Hey,
allowing them
machine
to
gun
dish out damage
Yoimiya.
even faster.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, that's pretty nice for Yoimiya. Just for the fun of it. That's nice.
Our attack speed sounds like a huge help.
Didn't Lanyan just come out as a 4-star shielder? Yeah, she's Arrow though. I don't really know what she helps with, to be honest with you. I don't know what team she's good on. I have her, but I don't know what team she works with. I mean, I presume, does she work with what's her name?
Will explode,
I have her, but I forgot her name. The bird with the gun that she flies on.
Comes into contact with it.
I'm having some
high into the air, allowing them to
Lanyan
evade
Hydro.
enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
It took so long. Ah, true, yeah.
So he's like
What is her-
really
Chaska, thank
reliable
you.
in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his little mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing to as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the better to spread the word of Barbados. Praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works? Well, anyway.
So
it's
basically
obvious
the
he
same
really
as
cares
Dea.
about the people of
First half banners. Plus the new 5-star sword.
Can't wait to lose my 75-25, or not even, actually not bad, my 33-33-33, or whatever it is. Can't wait to lose my whatever that is. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm so salty with their weapon banner. Like, especially because, with Wuthering Waves is guaranteed, right? My wife, all right, the weapon banner is, I don't think it's 50-50, no. Is it? It's still 50-50? Oh, no, I'm thinking, yeah, because it was something else. Yeah, so a 50-50 weapon banner. But my wife has Mavuika and Seat Lolly on her account. I pull on the weapon banner, thinking, okay, well, if I lose one, at least I can get the other one, right? You know? Like, trying to help her out. And ended up losing both, getting a standard weapon. Like, I'm just like, the fact that that's a possibility is absolutely insane to me. Like, it's gross.
Azure Light will be featured on the weapon banner.
People ask for infinite stamina exploration, but nah,
version
yeah.
5.7, we'll have returning event wishes from Mawika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fun.
No, I know it doesn't work that way. I know the possibility of still losing, even though there's two weapons to choose from. I know it doesn't work that way, but it's just the fact that it's possible. I haven't ever pulled weapons on Genshin. I refuse. Yeah, I do on WoW, but that's it. But they tweaked the weapon banner a bit finally. It's still trash. I'm still traumatized with my losses during the two banner system. It's so
that's
gross.
It for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content.
Yeah,
trailer
story
from the
content.
forward
That's why I'm
in the
here.
New version.
Ooh, okay.
That's why I'm here.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
On Arlecchino's weapon never again. Oh my gosh.
During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems
I had
to
an extra
suggest
pole
their
arm, like
sibling
Sindo's pole
was
arm. I'll
in
just use that.
Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsleif.
Hold on, wait. Sorry.
No, that means
All right, y'all. I gotta lock in for this because this is the reason why I'm here. I play Genshin because of the lore. It's not the combat. I do like the exploration of the music, but yeah, that and the lore. It's not really the combat. So this is the thing I'm most interested about.
Set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up.
Oh my gosh!
That means things are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then.
I'm not gonna lie, this story quest, like, it did give us really good information, but it just felt like a giant tease. And maybe that was the point. But the thing is, see, this is the problem. We were talking about like the difference between like unanswered questions versus cliffhangers. Genshin does a lot of cliffhangers. Whereas with Wuthering Waves, they don't do as many cliffhangers, but they leave a lot of unanswered questions. And it's just a matter of like, which do you prefer? If I'm honest, I prefer unanswered questions to cliffhangers. Not saying that I don't want any cliffhangers. Cliffhangers can be cool sometimes. But yeah, no, this was not a main story. What they're talking about for the future is a main story. This right here is not main story. This is well, technically it is main story. It was like an interlude quest. This is like the very end of it, basically. You know how they always do, like you'll have a quest and then at the very end they'll give you a little cutscene. And just like this, like if you did this quest, right, it was interesting for sure, but it did feel kind of like I said, it felt very teasy. Like it was just kind of like going and you're like, okay, it's gonna get somewhere, and then it gets somewhere and then just stops. And like I said, I think it was just more so like a giant tease, it felt like. And like I said, that might have been the point of it. But I was hoping for a bit more when it was happening.
Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Also, I was a little bit
Seems like
disappointed.
all
Well,
parties
it's okay,
are
actually.
converging
Never
in
mind.
one place, Natlan. So maybe.
And this is the thing too. We were talking about like NPCs, right? Like, so yesterday we were talking with someone, and Sleepy, and basically she was like, one of the things people don't like is how like people rely on NPCs too much. Like Clotar is an NPC. This guy is an NPC, right? And in particular, they don't feel like there's NPCs and then there's like important NPCs, I guess, maybe. I don't know. It's just, and maybe because they're just there for the plot device, I guess. I don't know. I think it's not the biggest deal, mind you. I can still follow the story. That's not my issue. But I guess what I was going to say is like, it would be cool to have like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the game engine. Maybe that's really the issue. It might just be the game engine. But I feel like Dainslift looks really cool. I wish they would put the same, but maybe it's because Dainslift is going to be playable. Maybe that's the problem. I guess I just wish that certain NPCs who feel like they're important, I wish they looked a little bit more like playable characters, I guess. Not that I can't still follow the story. There's a difference. But I think sometimes they'll use NPCs that don't even look that much different than the normal NPC you would see in the world. And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in that land. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special.
Okay, so yeah, it's not really
Her
Lumi.
eyes. Wait, is she...
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup, and the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself.
My little
There's no
workout
universe
munchkin.
where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan on
I like her, man. She's cute. And she's actually good, which I was happy about. Coyote Hoyo is just kind of mid at making NPCs in general. Like, they could, though, is the point. Like, if they wanted to, they really could. That's the thing. Like, if they wanted to, they could. But they just don't want to. HSR does have good NPCs, I agree. I stopped at a defeating writing that was like 3 years ago. Bedtime Story was 5.4, I think. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Cliffhangers are the only good if you only have to wait less. Yeah, like I said, I think the one of the issues with the Bedtime Story cliffhanger is that it takes so long. We literally, yeah, I mean, essentially what you said, we get it like once a year. And technically, I think they skipped it. Like, did Fontaine have something like that? Like a Dainslift thing? I don't even remember if we saw a Dainslift in Fontaine. But yeah.
unchecked.
Well, if an altercation...
Oh, but I guess that was the Bedtime Story thing, yeah.
I know who's gonna be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainslift going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time because our old friend Dainslift is going to help us defeat their ranks in a manner we've never seen before.
Okay.
He looks like kind of like how cartethiya was when she like shows up, cleanses a thing, and then pieces out.
This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go!
That wasn't the full cartethiya though. This is actually the full
Dainslift.
But we'll see what he does.
Disorder territory.
Okay, he
We'll get to see his
fights
special
a little bit.
abilities firsthand.
Oh, it sounds
Okay.
like there's going to be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our siblings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the Bedtime Story. Yeah.
We can do this.
But yeah, it's just the fact that it takes a whole year, and you're like, okay, yeah, let's get something juicy, and they're just like, I am the Loom of Fate, and it is completed. Goodbye. I don't know. I guess I just wanted more.
On top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest.
All right, we're
to
probably gonna
find
skip
our
the rest of this. Like, I'll probably like just like
Seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore.
because like legitimately, I only do quests in Genshin if I can like their combat or if I can do it relatively quickly. Because I just don't have the time to do it as all of
I think this is a
it.
good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest.
Let's say, isn't
all
this the second break?
information.
Ooh, sounds good.
I'm about to say this is the second break, isn't it? Let's see, wasn't the first one with Skirt? Yeah, Master Skirt. Oh, I guess it's technically their first break from when they showed up. Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's see. So, your space time.
Events.
Let's go!
Oh, yeah, you get a free set those. Let's go. All right, so what is this?
Travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species.
Okay, it's one of those things.
Finally.
Yep.
This is the type of thing I would ask Miss Life to do, but she probably won't want to. I don't know. We'll see. She likes these type of games.
Just slimes.
Let me guess. He needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa. That Soma troll can give shields to its...
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of of the tower defense stuff. Not, at least not like this. Like, it's interesting once or twice, but it's just not my cup of tea, personally.
So far, we've introduced events you have.
This is kind of cool. I like the aiming to get the trajectory at the FPS. The FPS aspect of it, I will say, is pretty interesting.
For some interesting teams.
But it does feel like it gets old.
Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own entire
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I guess that's the reality of it.
At the beginning of each challenge, your team will be assigned random regiments.
Reminiscent regimen frequency. Okay.
Is more important than ever.
Reminiscent regimen. Okay, got it.
Should be a levels to choose from. Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Respectfully, never mind. I'm about to say, I'd be interested. Because, are you just saying this just because that's your thing, or do you actually play the game? Because not all of them play the game. And I'm not saying that's a problem. It's really not. Like I said, if you're a voice actor, you have a lot of games that you're voicing in, especially for video games, right? So it's like you can't reliably keep up with all of those games. So I'm just kind of curious, is this just in your script, or are you actually really going to do it? The amount of hours I'm about to pour into this, and then it's 2 hours, but it's technically hours. Okay, so Stygian Onslaught, new permanent challenge event. Okay, cool. Traveler's Tales. Is this where you can walk around and talk to people? Oh, okay, that's where you can walk around and some people are in the open world, so that's cool.
Hang on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share.
I never thought about it before, but
now that I see it,
yeah, I feel like they totally
Events for
make
children.
great drinking buddies.
Hey, what's up, Blake Slate?
Oh, I love him. Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, they put a substat reroller. Oh, okay.
Looks like Dory's and Inazuma.
Gotcha, that's a substat reroller.
Trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no.
Be really
Yeah, okay. I see. Well, that's nice. That's actually legitimately good. Congrats. I would probably put that on Ayaka or something, I guess. I have pretty decent builds for my characters. Oh, I see Dory. I like Dory. Dory's cute.
So cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's and Inazuma.
Was Not Long good or mid? I haven't played this game in 2 years. Not Long was mid. Yeah, it was mid. Now, I don't consider mid bad. I consider mid literally mid. It was all right. The reason why I would say is because I think Notlon suffered from a whole lot of talking and not much doing. It had kind of the Star Rail problem, where it's 12-hour long main quest that was unnaturally lengthened. That wasn't the best. But the dragon area that kind of looks I don't know, kind of Dark Souls-y or Elden Ring-y, I guess. That area was fun. I think the way that they did the tribal quests. So instead of doing character companion quests, they made a brand new system called Tribal Quest, and the characters for that area were part of it. I actually really enjoyed it. The Tribal Chronicles. I thought that was really fun. I thought that was a great way to do it instead of the character companion quest things. So it was like there were pluses and minuses. I think the biggest pluses were not the story though. The story was okay. It was, in my opinion, it was okay. Like I said, I think some of the best stuff that they did was probably just optimization and refining of like systems, which is something I think people have been asking for about 5 years now. And it felt like they really just got started like in Sumeru, in terms of like actually trying to put stuff together. But yeah, that's kind of how I would say it. Well, I could never walk it. Oh my gosh. Midex is being silly. Not even talking because, oh yeah, that was the other problem. Their Notlon was basically no VAs for English. Like if you only played in English, you were watching a silent story most of the time. There was an insane amount of no voices in Notlon because of all the voice acting stuff. So if you did it, you probably had to play in Japanese, which I did, but I wasn't that happy with. Not that the voice acting was bad. It's just there's certain things that if you don't understand Japanese, for me, I don't hear it doesn't come through as well because the animations for the characters weren't as exaggerated like in an actual anime, and because of that it makes it hard. Like in anime I can watch in Japanese because the animations for the characters' faces and all that, like they exaggerate enough for you to be able to understand when a character's joking, when a character's being serious, like the tonal shifts and stuff like that, right? It helps that part. But in Genshin in particular, that was something that they didn't do as much of to help. They did try to do some little things where they have like these facial expressions on the characters, but it just wasn't enough throughout to make as big of a difference for me. Also, did you happen to hear Yu Xuan's English voice acting? Yi Xuan? Who's that? Are you talking about wait, who's that? Oh wait, that's the girl from Zilla Zone Zero, right? For 2.0? I don't think so. I mean, I can check it out. But yeah, I don't think I did. Hey, what's up, Atlantis? What is this? We were just watching the 5.7 live stream for Genshin that came out this morning. Looks like there's like a lot of quality of life stuff after this. Let's see. System optimizations, quest, resource management, map interface, and adventure handbook optimization. Spiral Abyss. Wait, Spiral Abyss? What are they doing to Spiral Abyss?
Asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so
Based on account progress and haven't updated the mobile version in a long time, might be able to free up quite a bit of storage.
for players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game for completed quest resources to be automatically.
So that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the
In an event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin. So that means you get triple the drops.
Oh, so is this like a sweep system now, right? Is this a sweep system? Pause.
Line blossoms and common challenge domains like artifact and talent material domains.
You don't know how they're gonna make it?
Drops in the
Use 1 fragile resin to claim 3 times the reward. Wait, that's not a sweep system.
new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin. So that means you get triple the drops. Should save
Never
a few
mind, this
trips to
isn't
the
a sweep
crafting
system.
bench, that's for sure.
It's not actually gonna save trips to. I don't think that's how that works. It just means you'll get more. It doesn't mean you'll. I mean, I guess if you're talking about like from a percentage wise, if you get more in one drop, you won't have to. But most people don't go to the crafting bench before they have everything they need. They'll just get to the crafting bench faster. Anyway, whatever.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart.
です。今回ゲーム「原神」の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの「スター・オデッセイ」という楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ち
Okay, well, thank you very much. It sounds like she's the singer for the thing they did for Skirk, an animated thing for Skirk. I would be like to be her back pockets. Oh my gosh, stop. They didn't talk about the loadout system. What's oh yeah, I think I heard that they were finally getting Echo loadouts or something. I mean, not Echo, but artifact loadouts. Is this the animation for Skirk?
Nodcry.
No.
An ever-changing landscape of ruin. A marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frostmoon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and...
Okay, I see. So this is all those symbols that they showed in the web event. I presume they're going to now, like, explain what they were. So that makes sense. You know, Amanda Carthethia's voice actor you had in your channel made a video of her finishing 2.0 story. She was explaining what she was thinking on the first encounter with Cartethia when recording. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I spoke with her. I actually got a chance to speak with her briefly about that she finally got a chance to play through it. I was like, yeah, now you can actually watch my my lore videos for 2.0, and you know it'll be relevant.
Hold with their blades. I hear that the Snow-Land Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission.
So Varka is the blonde-haired guy. Okay.
My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world.
Oh, so this is Alice speaking, right? Is it?
And just as the stone...
Oh, no, my friends. So she's a part of the Hexen Circle, whoever's talking.
...craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Herta or Gold? Yeah, but it's one of the Hexen Circle. Yeah, it's not Alice. It's one of her friends. Okay. And you got a little calendar. This is actually cool. I like this. You just get a little quick screenshot, and that's how you know what's happening. Okay. Cool. Like I said, for me, I think the thing that I'm most interested about, realistically speaking, is the story. Obviously, I'll try Skirk. That's honestly it. Like, it is nice that there's like some updates, which is cool. The Spiral Abyss thing, you know, it's small, but it's nice. Like the update in regard to what it actually is. But yeah, I'd say the story is probably the thing I'm the most interested about, and you know, Skirk. The events are kind of not really something I care that much about personally. Yeah. I think it's in. Oh, okay. You still play Genshin? Yeah, I never stopped playing Genshin. I must say, that's the thing. Like, I can be critical of Genshin, but that doesn't mean I don't play it. If I didn't care about the game, I wouldn't talk about it. That's a waste of time. Like, that's legitimately a waste of time. Why am I talking about and criticizing a game that... I mean, not saying you can't criticize, like, goes, okay, based on what I played in the past, but I wouldn't be currently having an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? If I did not still play it. Like I said, there are positives and there are negatives, and that's just how it works with anything. I just need the events to help me get Skirk. I mean, essentially, yeah, that's about it. Oh, it does tell you how many Astrite you get per event. I wonder if they have to do this now because, like, you know, apparently, like, a law came into place where they have to tell you how much, when you spend in the shop, how much Astrite you actually get, or like what it's worth based on the amount of money. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Story is about to begin. You mean all the stuff we've been through was not story? Maybe they mean the news stories, you know? No, yeah, I know. Like, that's the thing. It's just like, you really just want to see the final story. It's like, I don't really care about, I just want to see what all this stuff that y'all were building up to, what is it about? That's what I care about. That's the position of a lot of people. Not saying that's my position, but it is the position of a lot of people. And I respect it. Like, truthfully. I genuinely do respect it. Let me see. So let me see. Okay, they had the final scene. These are the events. And then this was the cutscene thing. Okay. I don't know what the purpose of this thing was. It was cool to watch, but I don't know what the purpose was. I haven't even done Escaffier's companion quest yet. 3 weeks ago. Why are they posting these? Okay, I guess, hey, pop off, do what you want, but this was a long time ago when this came out. At least I believe it is, right? Isn't this the old thing? Oh, actually, no, this looks different. It looks different. Escaffier, I didn't play her quest yet. As far as a character, she's good. She's strong. I'm not the biggest fan of what she is, though. The whole, like, she's a cook thing. I know Xiangling was, but I don't know. It's just... I don't know what I wanted, I guess. It is what it is. I guess her design just didn't appeal to me as much. But I did get her because she's cryo, and she helps cryo teams. Oh, really? I think... No, I'm not talking about her trailer. I'm talking about her actual quest. I'm talking about her actual quest. Yeah, no, I could agree to that. Zani's trailer... It's kind of interesting because, like, there were a bunch of different parts of Zani's thing, right? Her actual Resonator trailer, it was kind of cool. It was like a little funny sort of thing or whatever, but it wasn't like... It wasn't peak cinema or anything like that. They had like a food wars sort of thing going on with Escaffier, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of interesting. Let me see. But the thing is, with Zani, she had like a couple of different things happening, right? Zani had her quest, but then, to be honest, I would say her Resonator quest was the... I mean, not the combat showcase. Her combat showcase, right here. This one was like the coolest part. I would say. Her actual Resonator combat showcase was dope. And then on top of that, we also got the Insider Channel Overtime corner thing with the animations. So, like, I feel like Zani's stuff was a bit spread out. Quest was better than Escaffier's. Yeah, her quest was also really good. Her quest was solid. So, yeah, it's like, it's a little bit different. They kind of hit it on a bunch of different notes with hers. It was more spread out. I heard her name is from a misogynistic French chef, and now he's turned into a cute anime girl. Really, Zeno? That's funny. / weird. I mean, I don't know anything about Genshin, so I can't keep up. We'll go and stay. We'll see you next stream. Take care. Looking forward to 2.4. Oh, I mean, we're done with the Genshin stuff, Horizon. But, I got you. Trailer for Escaffier is very good. I wonder why. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, like I said, we were more so just checking that out. We're about to check out the, there's some stuff that we didn't get a chance to get to from Septimont today. And it is right here in all its glory. That's funny. The last thing we saw, this meme right here from, that's, yeah, there you go. That is funny. That is really funny. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Just make sure I have all that situated. Check the video in the post link in Discord. I hope they team up for one quest. It would be interesting. It would definitely be interesting. Maybe when we get back. Honestly, I could see a potential team up when we get back. Like when we get back to whatchamacallit. Oh, okay. All right, this is about to be one of those things, man. This is about to be one of those things. Okay. Open link. So I'm gonna have to put the picture on the screen and then also read what it's talking about. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna put that right there so you can easily see that. And then we'll go through it one by one. Open link. Open link. There we go. Do-do-do-do. You need my insight again? Okay. Shoot. There we go. There we go. There's so much. Like when somebody says, oh, there's no lore. And then it's like, what do you mean? Like, when they just posted all this stuff for no reason? Oh yeah, there's no lore, there's no history, there's no this. It's just like, you're joking. You really think they just made this whole area for no reason at all, but for it to look pretty? Like I legitimately had somebody say, yeah, this place, none of these places have history. It's like, they were marking specific places, but like, no, that's not true at all. Open link. All right, I think that's everything. Yeah. Shout out to Azrael. Azrael does translations. So if you ever see Azrael in the chat, say thank you. Oh yeah, all of these right here. We're gonna go through these. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's good because that's basically it. So we're gonna go through all of these. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, obsession. Yeah. Let's go, Lord. By the way, did you see the skin showcase for Wuwa? I did see the skin showcase. Excuse me. I did see the skin showcase. I kind of wanted to look at this specifically because I wanted to see what? What is that? Is that something drinking water? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Check what I sent on Wuwa General. Okay, got you. Let's see. So we're gonna check out this real quick. Also, by the way, I got into the beta for DNA, Duet Night Abyss, so we'll be checking that out when it eventually comes out. Let's see, General. What happened on last stream? Where all these people coming from? Was there a Loba Pixel raid or something? I'm not complaining, just curious. Anyway, hi. Oh, Loba! What's good? Let's see. Question for life. There's a big move of Twitch streamers moving to Kick recently with Osmo Go and Tecton Small. Got you. CCR will lead the charge. Any thoughts of that? If all goes well, Kick might finally have its fair share of the market. It's definitely something I'm thinking about. Yeah, I will say I've thought about Kick as well. I have a channel on Kick. I've streamed there before, and everything. I'm affiliated and all that. Who knows? I could see myself doing like dual streaming to Kick. I could definitely see that. Because I stream right now to, YouTube and Twitch and all that. I could stream to Kick as well. If there is a sizable enough audience over there who actually cares about Wuthering Waves at the very least. Or Gacha, right? Like, I could very much do that. Are you allowed to show the beta on stream? Yeah. Yeah, so it's like just like I've streamed CBTs before. I streamed the first CBT. You said General? Aura, are you sure General? Or did you say Woo-Wah General? Oh, Woo-Wah General. Okay. I'm about to say, I've been to General. Woo-Wah General. Let's see. Woo-Wah mascot lore? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Aura, I saw that. So, I'll show that real quick. I'll show it real quick. There we go. And Woo-Wah General. Where is it? So this picture right here. Open link. Yeah, this picture right here is pretty funny. I saw this morning. I was like, okay, yeah, I like that. So when you see this, this is what's actually happening. I love Zani. What I also appreciate is that she's not wearing like a crazy, like, we're not, like she's not wearing like a bikini or anything, because like she's at work. It actually makes sense for her to wear like a business swimsuit for what you will. She technically could be wearing like a full one piece type thing, like scuba divers and all that. That would also like follow some solid logic, but generally speaking, it is what it is. It's fine. But I thought that was kind of funny. Colorado Too Short, I know. Are you watching Summerfest? Yeah, I will. I will when it's like, what, 2-3 hours from now? But yeah, we're going to check it out. Does the skin value 300 Lunites? It shows as if but I can't believe. No. Oh, the thing they give you? I can't recall what the thing they give you for getting the skin. But yeah. So, as much as I know this looks weird, try not to focus on the foot, okay? I thought this was a good idea because we can, oh my gosh, this is so weird. I don't even have like a foot thing. I think the foot thing is kind of weird personally. And what I mean weird is like, listen, what you do in the comfort of your own, relationship, marriage, what have you. For me, I would say marriage, because I think that's the proper way to do it. Is up to you, right? What you particularly find interesting is up to you. I just always looked at it as just like, it's just a foot. I never really saw it any other way. I get the internet memes about it, like, okay, I got you. But you also don't have it, at least me. Let's not focus on it. Listen. The reason why we're here is because I'm trying to look at this right here. And this stuff shows up. Does it show up later? Oh, okay. Maybe that's, let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah. This is what I was focused on. I wanted to look at the architecture. And I was like, I don't know if there's any scenes that are going to show me the architecture. Listen to Aura. I am not a feet obsessed type. This doesn't bother me enough. Yeah, it doesn't bother me either. It's just, I know people will be like, oh, you're looking at feet. It's just like, I'm not. And even if I was, it's just a foot. Calm as life. Like, it's literally just a foot. But anyway, so this is the architecture. I thought this was really cool. Oh my gosh, please don't put that on me, please. You see like the whatchamacallits here? The flower petals. Yep. You can see architecture, okay? So, okay. Yeah, I guess the thing that... Ooh, wait a second. Interesting. You see this symbol? I wonder Wait a second. Let me look at the lore thing. This is so... See, like, this is weird. This looks weird. It looks weird, and I know it looks weird, and that's not the intention. Okay, hold on. It's this thing right here with the wings on it. And in my mind, right? In my mind, when I see that, are we really looking at the architecture? We really are, though. That's the thing. There's no way. I don't think it's Septimont. I'm pretty sure it's Septimont. I'm almost certain this is Septimont. I'm pretty sure this is Septimont. But the thing that was interesting about it is this, and I think somebody pointed it out, actually. Somebody pointed it out. Yes, Ragna. I was curious if it was one of these symbols, but it doesn't look like it is. These symbols are like the symbols of the families, the houses, what have you. They can be seen on the arena, and I'll show you. Those symbols can be seen. Where is it? Yeah, they can be seen right here, on top of the little thing where the stage is. You can see the individual symbols right here. And so I was curious if it was one of those. Yeah. He is, I think chat, is it? Feet connoisseur? Bro, please. Wait, what did you think of the 5.7 live stream for Gitchin? It was interesting. It was okay. I mean, I've never been like the biggest fan of the live streams for like personal reasons, with how they kind of conduct them with the voice actors and all that. Not that I have anything against the voice actors, but sometimes it just gets weird because like when you see a little boy with a full-grown Scottish or whatever European woman's voice talking from it, it just looks weird. As well, for me personally, sometimes it does break immersion a little bit. But the story elements were cool, which is the reason I watched it to begin with. I wanted to just see the story elements. The events are kind of neither here nor there. I sometimes play the events if I can get through them quickly or if they're combat. That's usually how it is for me. But I mean, it's nice. Days Lift will show up, so that's cool. I'm really in it for the lore at this point. So yeah, Days Lift is going to show up. I'm going to get Skirk because I'm a cryo character collector. So yeah, that's kind of how it is, I'd say. Shows off the dev team for live streams. Yeah, same here, because they usually give you like insight that, no disrespect to the voice actors at all. The thing is, you could have the voice actors, but I think the thing is they're just trying to like hype you up and like make like, you know, witty banter when it's just like, I would rather hear from a dev, or if you're going to voice act, tell me about the character that you're playing and like make that the focus. Like, yeah, you know, when I was playing as Black Dahlia, or when I did Skirk, you know, Skirk is this way, and I was my focus was to do this, because, you know, like talk about like the philosophy behind your decision making, or the psychological decisions that you did when you were trying to get into that mental space. That's just what's interesting to me. Now, people might find what they were the way they presented it entertaining. Oh my gosh, I just can't with this trailer. I really can't. They might find that entertaining. I just didn't, personally. Yeah, like role play the character. Do they do that in Star Rail live streams? That would listen. If you role played the character, I would be so happy if they role played the characters. Like legitimately, that would have been so much better for me personally. If they just would role play the characters while you're doing that. That actually, like, how do the characters feel? That's kind of like why, at least with Star Rail, like Albert is always, now mind you, his job is a host, right? And so that is like his arena. He's not really cosplaying. He's literally acting the entire time. But at least they do that. Like Albert acts the entire time. And I really appreciate, I forgot the dude's name. I follow him on Twitter. But Albert's voice actor, I really appreciate him for that because he stays in character the entire time. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, for sure. I don't think I'd like Carlotta more because of the swimsuit. Well, I didn't think I'd like her more because of the swimsuit. Oh, okay, I used to play a lot of Jingli. Got you. You'll see numbers representing maybe the wins of every faction. No, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And the faction that Lupa is in with the little wolf head has the highest number right now, with the second one that has the scratches being the second highest number, which might be the faction that she used to be a part of. But yeah. I can see why people complain about the new Elusive Realm when endings are locked behind whether or not you own a character. Oh, okay, I see that. I didn't shoot. What I need is technobabble from the devs talking about how the event made the game fun in the first place after a full all-nighter. Oh, wow. I still believe Sunhwa skin is the best so far. I play her often and it feels like the Matrix movie. Got you. I mean, I think the skin is cool. I just like Carlotta in general, to be honest. But I would say I definitely look forward to more skins in general. Okay, I was looking at the little symbol, the little gold symbols that she's got going on here. Same is right there. I don't know if there's any logic behind it, but yeah. All right. So let me explain to you the lore reason for what's happening right now. So as you can see right here, right? As you can see right here, the way that her hair kind of flips over into like a crescent moon, right? You see? There's a lot of logic behind that because the reality is, hold on. So with this character, right? Representing the moon. I got y'all. Hold on. I got y'all. Trust. So right here, here's the lore behind. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let me put this in big. Okay. Here's the lore behind the swimsuits, all right? So as you can see, when Carlotta's coming up out of the water, if we pause right here, you can see that her hair, right? It kind of curves. You wait a second, bam. It curves into what you would say kind of like a crescent moon almost, you know? And so you have the crescent moon, right? Now, who else is associated with the moon, right? Okay, right? We have our character. I believe her name is Juno. You see this little crescent moon in her hair. She's got the moon aesthetic, right? And truth be told, if you look at her outfit, she looks like she's wearing a glorified bathing suit, right? So you see there's actually a lot of intermingling with these characters. It's just people don't see it, you see? And they say Wuthering Waves doesn't have lore. All right, somebody clip that for me. Thank you. Exactly, Vex. Exactly. Jarvis, clip that. But seriously, please and thank you. Oh my gosh. No. I'm S60 Carlotta. Hey, what's up, Mikey? How you doing? I got S4. It's cooked. Man. Hey, congrats. Honestly, Carlotta is definitely S6able. An S6 worthy character. Legitimately. I think Carlotta is probably the best DPS in the game. To me personally, Carlotta is the obviously until cartethiya comes out, then I'm sure that will change. But Carlotta currently is like the shorekeeper of DPS in my opinion. I think she's just the best in the game. From ease of use to Cheng-Li's the best forever. Hey, if you like Cheng-Li, I get it. What I'm saying is Carlotta is very strong and she's easy to use. You get a lot of damage, a lot of value and very easy to get it. That's why I think she's so good, personally. I'm not saying she's the best character in terms of like all together. Like everybody has their individual strengths, but if somebody was brand new to this game and they're like, I need to get a DPS, I would say get Carlotta. Now, like I said, when Cartethiya comes out, that might change, but that's my opinion. She breaks the game. Carlotta plus Chang Li. Now, Carlotta plus Chang Li is insane. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of him, my first S6 will be Shang Liao. True. Hi there. Did you talk about the head civilization in the previous live stream or in this one? We talked about it in the previous live stream. We did. If you have a question, though, you can feel free to ask. It's fish, not moon. I heard she got an update. Cartethiya got a huge last beta update that completely changed her only a single day after I finished her sheet. Are you serious? That's insane. That's insane. So are you finished with the sheet now, or are you still working it out? Do you have any thoughts as a result? This is the face card that never declines, y'all. I'm telling y'all, they cooked with this design. Like, I know I say, like, oh my gosh, these characters look good, but the Carlotta's design is just, it's criminal. I said it when she first showed up, and I'll say it again. It is literally criminal how strong her design is. You know what? I see what you're saying, Zoto. I see what you're saying. Isn't that her sun thingy? It looks kind of like a diamond. I see that, and I was curious if that was what that was. But actually, when I think about it a little bit more, this might not be Septimont, actually, Zolto. I think you're right. But the buildings, no, like, it's weird. So there's a bath area in the Montelli estate, but the buildings surrounding it, this don't look like, these buildings, is this Renacida? This doesn't look like Renacida, though. That's what I'm saying. I think this is Septimont. Yeah, I think this is Septimont. What area of Septimont, though? Maybe there's just like a really schwanky, high-class area in Septimont. I don't know. I like how, and you notice how it's got like this is like the light version, like this is the day. And then, let me see. Can we see anything on the bottom of this one swimming pool? Okay, let's see. There we go. No, nothing of note. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. And now this is like the nighttime thing. So, I believe. Well, yeah, it's definitely Renacida. Definitely. Did you see Ryuka's video of the voice acting of Fenrico? It's quite interesting. No, I didn't actually. I didn't get a chance to. Yes, I will be watching Summer Games Fest. Kuro will announce something there, either a new game or 2.4. Got you. What if it's a borderline of Septimont and Renacida? Yeah, that could be the case. It could be the case. Let the water effects hit. Okay. Yeah, Raguna. Yeah, I know what you meant. All right, so yeah, this just seems like a little underwater grotto area with yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, there you go. There's your trailer. Surely these comments are respectful, right? Let's see. Imagine getting these to replace the pull animation that you can display on your profile details. Oh wow. Now the best way to show off the first summer outfits. Oh, that's the best way. The attention to detail is brilliant. Okay, Lord have mercy, I should be spending everything for these. Oh, okay. Fun fact, Chang Li only gets in a normal spring water. She turns into hot spring water with her power. Oh, interesting. That is a good detail. Wait. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You can see it right here. There's steam before she even gets here. I'm about to say, I don't think she would, like, she's not a furnace. She can control her power. It's already hot. And once again, people think that, okay, you know what? Yeah, we're switching. We're leaving. We are leaving because I will not be called a foot person. See, this is what I'm. Oh my gosh. Caught lying. XD, not lying. But no, yeah, no, that wasn't true. It was not true. It was already hot. It was already hot. Swimming pool versus hot tub. Or yeah, kind of essentially. Now I can't see this normally after the Zani pick. Yeah, I know. After the Zani pick, it's just like, yeah. Seeing Carthia's voice actor play the game was really interesting. She's more into lore than average WoW players. She even mentioned stuff I never caught before. Well, yeah, she watched my video actually. Let's say she watches my videos, and I don't know if she watches my streams, but I do know she watches my videos. And I was actually talking to her on Twitter about, I was like, okay, now that you watch 2.0, you can actually watch my lore videos. I changed back to the WoW category. Oh, thank you, BetX. That should have happened a little while ago. Appreciate you. That's my fault. Sadly, the skins don't have special effects, or at least different hairstyles. Kind of underwhelming compared to PGR. Yeah, no, I agree. It would have been nice. I think her hair is fine. She does have they do have hair ornaments, which is cool. But yeah, it would have been nice if they had, I agree. I do wish they had a little bit more. I mean, Changli's is technically by default interesting because it can burn away, right? So that's already kind of cool, but just generally speaking, it would have been nice. I guess, they wanted to offer cheaper options for outfits because these aren't the deluxe outfits or the premium outfits, whatever they're called. But yeah. For $20 is Is it $20 though? Because I heard somebody say it was $30. If it's $20, then yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, basically, with all of that being said, there we go. There we go. All right, now the fun begins. Discount during 2.4. Normal price, $16.80 with the voucher. Oh, okay. So that's $20, $15 with the top up bonus. Gotcha. 20. So 20 in general, 15 with top. Okay, yeah. So that's not as bad because I heard somebody say it was $30, but I guess that's like after the fact. I guess. Okay. All right then. Guys, as his lawyer, I have to declare that y'all are being very unprofessional to my client. He's obviously appreciating how realistic the water is and the way they color their toenails. Thank you, Zeno. Y'all hear that? Zeno knows what's up. Voucher runs out 2030-7, I think. I don't know. Somewhere after 20-7. Got you. Nah, man. Zani understands. I mean, Zeno understands. Zeno understands the truth, which I appreciate her for. So basically, for the patch, long story short, it lasts till the end of the patch. All right, sounds like a plan. Okay, everybody, time to read. I'm understanding the world a little bit more now after we've read. Like, essentially, I have an understanding of how Septimont's world is put together. Also, we're going to do, and I haven't announced it yet, but we're going to do, what's today? Today's Friday, yeah. This weekend is going to be really busy. So, I will be announcing the giveaway, the cartethiya giveaway, probably on Monday. We're going to do like a pre-game Septimont lore, kind of like one of those what we understand type things. So I'll probably put out another thing on Twitter. I need to put one on YouTube as well, but it'll be like everything we know about Septimont lore type stuff. Or like, just the preemptive stuff. We're going to do a live stream for that before, like a day before the patch drops. Yeah, that'll be the plan. So cartethiya giveaway and everything we know about Septimont lore, that'll happen. The Septimont lore thing is going to happen a day before the live stream, and the Giveaway will be announced on Monday. So, Capitoline Foothills. By the way, Laura, do you think the moon-like structures we see at the start of the intro video of Uwa is the destroyed moon? Seems like it's another dimension alongside Rover or floating on space. Oh, you talking about like when the game first starts? Yeah, I think it's like another dimension because tacit marks in and of themselves they literally, in the original live stream for when the game first came out, the developers were saying that tacit marks are like portals to a different dimension, basically. What is YouTube talking about? What do you mean? Okay. I'm sure Miss Life would probably look at it and be like, oh wow, I like Carlotta's swimsuit. She would probably say that, honestly. And she might say something about the toenails as well. But I say we don't really get the foot thing. But yeah. See your chat? What is YouTube talking about? Oh, you're talking about them talking about like the foot stuff? They're just being silly. Is there a way to let the comments to stay a bit longer? Technically, yeah. What should we call it? Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, there's that, and then let's. Okay. Chatbot. Profile. Widgets. Okay, it says 10 seconds. I could make it like 20 seconds. Copy. And then where's the chat at? Dooba-dooba-doo. Okay, somebody type in chat. 30 seconds. Somebody just type something real quick so that way I can make sure this is the right thing. I guess I gotta type it real quick. Alright, there we go. Yep, there we go. Alright. Okay, 30 seconds. Copy. Paste. Okay. All right, there you go. Because that normally it's 10 seconds. Now it should be 30 seconds. I'm waiting for it to actually disappear though. Okay, yeah, 30 seconds. It disappears after 30 seconds. I feel like 30 is a little bit long though, but I might put it back to 20. I think I might still put it back to 20. 30 seconds is a bit long. I mean, I guess this is a lore cut channel though, so people do type really long videos, but yeah. I mean, comments, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I might put it back to 20. But anyway, for the time being, let's see. Yeah, and it cuts off at the top as well. Properties. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it 20. Please. Like, I want it to be there, but I don't want to be there so long that it like you know, it makes something look less clean. All right, looks like we're ready though. All right, there we go. 17 is also good. If I were to be specific, then put it to 22. Make them smaller than now. I mean, I don't want to make them that so small that people can't like see them, because some people watch the stream on a phone. You know. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, we're good now. You skipped an important comment about what you said. Okay, my theory was there. Oop. Yeah, they are connected to another dimension with white strings, but we know Moon is Solar's theory got destroyed by the lament. The reason I was thinking it was a sneak peek was destroyed Moon. I mean, there's definitely let's see, my theory is that one of the underlying forces keeping the laws of the universe stable got changed at the quantum level and everything got rewritten as waves instead. I bet they will say Wua's world got stuck around a black hole or something, and that is consequences of it later down the line. Yeah, I mean, I think it probably is something to do with quantum physics. We were talking about that yesterday, actually, because of the fact that in quantum physics, they feel as though in quantum physics they can explain everything except for gravity, right? And the lament, interestingly enough, affected all the laws of nature except for gravity. So it makes a lot of sense when you look at it from that perspective. No, yeah, no worries, Alto. Trust me. If I wasn't feeling it, I wouldn't do it. Like, the only reason why I was willing to do it was because I don't mind. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so anyway, let's actually get into the meat and potatoes, as it were. And not die. Oh my gosh. Well, so you see, the thing is, gravity was working as it was intended. Gravity was working as it was intended because you fell. The thing that didn't work is the law of impact. Or whatever. The gravity did its job by taking you where it needed to take you. The issue is that the impact did not work. And I don't know if that's gravity. I think that's more like kinetic energy or something like that. Well, yeah, Shorekeeper's hold skill is a black hole, basically. She controls space. Like, that's her whole thing. She controls space. But yeah, Death Guard, did you hear what I said, though? Hopefully you heard me. So, all right, Capitolian Foothills. A mountainous region near the borderline fort as the dark tide forced the Septimonians to migrate upward. They established... Yes, thank you for answering. Oh, absolutely. Yep, no problem. Any more questions, feel free to ask. A mountainous region near the borderline fort as the... But yeah, long story short, quantum mechanics 100% seem to play a role here. I'd say 98%. A mountainous region near the borderline fort as the dark tide forced... Mountainous region near the borderline fort as the dark tide forced the Septimonians to migrate upward. They established a... Oh, shoot, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Because, like, if there's, like, a, you know, a flood, right? If there's a flood, you migrate upward. Okay, got you, Aura. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. They established Capitol Hill, basically, because that's what this is really. It's Capitol Hill. Capitoline Hill City. With the growing fame of Septimont's Great Argon, increasing numbers of merchants and travelers have journeyed here, leading to the city's expansion. Now, the Capitoline foothills are dotted with service establishments catering to these visitors. All right. One of the most popular leisure destinations in Septimont, though primarily a bathhouse. Okay, yeah, so this is down here. And yeah, see, actually, Zolto, look right here. If you can see it, you can see the little stars. This is it. This is where Carlotta was. She was at the thermos baths. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Yep, she was at the thermos baths. One of the most popular leisure destinations in Septimont, though primarily a bathhouse, Thermos also offers entertainment services such as viewing gladiatory. Oh, that's actually sick. You can watch the matches from the bathhouse. That's actually, oh man, that sounds like such, that sounds so good. That sounds so relaxing. Oh man, sign me up. Sign me and this life up. We're just gonna chill, you know. We're just gonna chill and watch and chill. Oh no, my eyes are burning. All right. Capitoline Castle Moat. Okay, interesting. Oh, this is what it looks like from above, too. Okay, nice. The moat surrounding... You know what it feels like? So are we going to meet her there? Maybe? I mean, I hope so. Hopefully they can do like a little event or something like that. Similar to how we had like the Raguna holiday with Phoebe. We could maybe have like a little event with Carlotta where she's just like, yeah, you know, it's the summer. And I was like, you know, I'm rich. I could take a quick little trip, you know? Why not? It feels like whenever we read this type of stuff, it feels like when you're like reading about a place in a book and then you finally get to go to that place, right? It's like, that's how this feels. So the moat surrounding Capitoline Hill City remains in a constant state of flooding. Beneath its waters lie the ruins of Septimont's old city. Yeah, okay. Can we... Or we go to Septimont in her yacht? Honestly, that would be cool too. Y'all, I told y'all that there was gonna be a flood. I told y'all there would be a flood, and y'all didn't believe me. No, I'm just playing. But I legit said that there was gonna be a flood. I said it. It was in, for those of y'all who don't know, it was in my 2.1 lore video. I alluded to it. The moat surrounding Capitoline Hill City remains in a constant state of flooding. Beneath its waters lie the ruins of Septimont's old city, with only the rooftops of the submerged buildings. Oh, this is going to be sick to look at. This is going to be so cool to look at. I wish we could go underneath the water. Like, I wish we could, like, dive into the water. The moat surrounding Capitoline City remains in a constant state of flooding. Beneath its waters lie the ruins of Septimont's old city, with only the rooftop submerged buildings still visible above the surface. Currently, this area of water is taxed to be maintained by Lupa's family, the Silva family. It is said that this drowned city was once the original Capitoline Hill. When the first dark tide emerged from Raguna and threatened the borders of Septimont, the capital gradually retreated uphill for safety. The old city was abandoned and eventually repurposed as a part of the city's defenses. Got you. Yeah, this is cool. Copy Genshin? Stop. Genshin did not invent going underwater. The flood, yes, the flood already happened, but I think the thing is, it could come back. If the dark tide created a flood, then that means if the final tide, which is what I referenced in my 2.1 lore video, this was dark tide, but wasn't even the final tide. So, i.e., a flood. Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm gonna say, I'll see if I can make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Truth be told, I can just, what I'll do is I can actually just have the pictures big for you all to look at, and then I can read it off of my phone. That way, from a viewing perspective, you can just see the big picture. I think that would actually be more helpful. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man. This is cool. And you can just see the tops of the buildings. All right, next. Okay, this right here. The Janus elevator, a massive lift connecting the flooded moat district to the upper capital. This structure is in truth one of the public echoes of Septimont. This structure is an echo? Pause. Before the old city was submerged, the elevator served as the primary means of ascent to the Capitoline Hill City. After the flooding rendered its lower levels hazardous, most travelers shifted to using the Sun Pass cableway instead. Changed solar cable line to surpass cableway. Oh, my bad. Shifted to using the Sun Pass cableway. Got it. Got it. Yeah, you see the sun motifs and such. All right. Next up, we have the city as a whole. So you can see down here. This is why in that. This is probably why in the special record it looked like something was destroyed at the bottom level, and this is it right here. You can see the water. So yeah, this is the city. It says the city also Capitoline Hill City. Something like if you pumped for the Septimont. Absolutely. What's up, Dewan? How you doing? Appreciate you. I am. Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to it. We're checking out some of the information for like the new area, basically. Like the explanations. Essentially trying to get like a grasp of what we're going to be encountering when we get there. So that way when we're exploring, things make more sense. So yeah, this is the city also known as Septimont or the Stone City of the Griffin's Nest. It has many names. Now that's interesting. You notice throughout this entire thing, we've learned a lot about these things with like Septimont and everything, but we haven't heard really anything about the Sentinel. I mean, not the Sentinel, about the Griffin like that. Very little. There's no English version of these booklets. I don't know. There is a version on the website, but it doesn't have this much information on it. Wuthering Waves. It does not have this much information on it. From the ones that we saw, at least. Because if you scroll all the way down, let me. Uh-oh. Did I open too many things? Okay, I think it's good now. Okay, here we go. It's better. Yeah, so you see right here, like Capitoline Hill City, this is what it says right here. What I'm allowed to read has information that this one doesn't have. Yeah, so it's yeah. Unfortunately, some of the stuff like we don't learn about the underwater city. The fact that what's beneath here is like, you know, the old city submerged. So yeah, that's why we're doing this, so I can help explain it to you all. Let's see, we were on this one. Yeah, we're on this one right here. Yeah, Griffin. So yeah, so it says, also known as Septimont City or the Stone City of the Griffin's Nest, has many names, just as it embodies the many qualities of the Septimonians. It is the capital of Septimont, the administrative center, and the main area where people live. This city, perched atop Mountain Capitoline, is composed of numerous massive stone buildings, creating the grand and majestic landscape known as the Stone City of the Griffin's Nest. Interesting. To defend against the threat of the Dark Tide, because I mean, you see like what looks like Griffin symbols, right? You can see that at the top of the building. So yeah, it's interesting. To defend against the threat of the Dark Tide, the bold and martial Septimonians, driven by the belief in the supremacy of strength, have continuously climbed toward the mountaintop. There they gather along with travelers from across the sea and lands in this glorious capital, forged from heroic tales. Septimont is rich in stone. The Septimonians who worship power are passionate about carving statues of heroes or symbols of strength, using them as decorations for their architecture. Do you see how interesting it is, the difference between the Septimonians and the Ragunans? Like, they both went through similar problems, but both, I mean, they told us that, right? Like, they both went in very different paths. These guys basically became the Jestrels from Expedition 33, where they were just like, all right, we're fighting now, and we are going to glorify strength and martial prowess, and that's what we respect. Whereas on the other side, they said, now, truth be told, in a lot of ways, it wasn't even their decision, but I get it. They were basically just like, we are going to elevate essentially the order and whatever they say, because, you know, in their mind, I mean, truth be told, the order was the one who helped them, right? So they decided, okay, what we value is strict adherence to the decrees of the order, essentially. And even though that might not be correct in what they're doing, it's because they personally are, what's the word? Scarred, really. It's like they're mentally scarred. And so they're looking for a way to cope, essentially, with the situation. And just following the order's lead has become their coping mechanism, because they don't necessarily have to make the decision themselves. Isn't the statue in the special episode a griffin? Is the griffin? Yeah. No, I guess I'm saying, like, in the writings, we haven't really seen as much talked about the griffin. You know, like, we've seen it because it's there, obviously, but it's just we haven't had, like, information like that regarding it. We've gotten information about the place that it seems to preside over, but not the thing itself. Septimont is rich in stone. The Septimonians who worship power are passionate about carving statues of heroes or symbols of strength, using them as decorations in their architecture. All right. Next, Leonidas Square. Interesting, Leonidas. And just for clarity, Leonidas. Yeah, he was a war leader in Greece. Leonidas I was the king of the ancient Greek city-state of Sparta. Yep, there it is. The son of Anaxandridas II, and the 17th king of the Achaemenid dynasty. Yeah. Basically, he's a Spartan, king of the Spartans. King of Sparta, Leonidas. So that's cool. Let's see. So Leonidas Square hosts the Nexus beacon of Septimont. The Septimonians utilize the beacon's data transmission capabilities to set up broadcast screens for Echo Gladiator matches here. During the Agon, spectators from all over gather. Also enjoying and using the square as a venue for post-match Echo duels and sparring. Post-match Echo duels and sparring. And you can see, like, griffin statues all around here. Oh, Leonidas Hotel. Interesting. Oh, so that's what this place is. This is the hotel. Oh, make sure you get this Sonnet's casket. Oh, wait, no, this is probably a thing that you use to grapple to. So located in the upper district of Capitoline Hill City, this high-end hotel is named after the famous foreign gladiator Leonidas. It is both grand and comfortable. It is powerful. let me see. It is a preferred venue for nobles of Septimont to host friends and family, and a common lodging choice for receiving important guests. Okay. During the Agam, many prestigious foreign gladiators choose Lena's Hotel as their temporary residence. Oh, shoot. Y'all, this actually looks really nice. This kind of looks like the battle pass thing, you know, when you like, okay, so like if you get the if you pay for the battle pass, no, if you pay for the monthly pass, that's where we will have our night with, oh my gosh. She's gonna say, all right, sleep well, see you tomorrow. And then she's gonna be like, okay, is there anything else that you need? Okay, thank you so much. Here's the place that you will stay by yourself alone. I'm gonna go to my room by myself alone. You have a good night. I know somebody who's getting, or Juno. These beds, the view looks really cool too, to be fair. This is gonna be nice. So what is this we have here? This is the Blazing Sun Tavern, the most popular tavern. So this is basically like margaritas, but Septimont. Most popular tavern in Septimont City, known throughout the region for its signature drink, the Blazing Sun. It's one of the must-visit hotspots for any visitor to Septimont. Here you can enjoy a glory combo meal, sip on some wheat berry juice, or even dance to the tournament broadcast. The Blazing Sun Tavern has a special tradition. Gladiators who spar in its courtyard must have the loser cover the winner's tab for the evening. Okay. I mean, like I said, looks good. You see the little advertisement of Lupa. We kind of saw this a little bit in the live stream as well. And like I said, this is the city stuff. Things are gonna get kind of interesting. Ooh, okay, I think I understood something now. The next two, well, the one after this one is really interesting, and it actually explains Carlotta a bit too. Silverhelm General Store, shop that sells gladiator equipment for resonator combat. This looks kind of like a rhino or something. Excuse me. Maybe there's we'll get an echo that looks kind of like this at some point. A shop that sells gladiator equipment for resonator combat, offering a variety of weapons and armor essential for gladiators. In addition to combat gear, it also sells medicine, crafting materials, and other items. Excuse me, making it a favorite spot among gladiators. Now this right here. Averardo Bank counter. So maybe the reason why Carlotta's here is because she's like checking up on the Septimont branch of the Averardo vault, the Averardo Bank specifically. My bad. Yeah, once again you see this. Highlight, did you react on Septimont's latest video? He revealed information and an Easter egg on Septimont. No, actually I haven't, but I can reach out to him and let him and see if he's cool with that. Yeah, for sure. But I know he put it out. I've just been so busy with my own stuff. I was thinking about reaching out to him though and seeing if he wanted to get on the live stream that we do before Septimont comes out. So we'll see. But yeah, this is probably why she's going to be here. These counters primarily handle Manai recycling services, allowing clients to exchange Manai for needed materials. Okay, cool. Which is just like the one in Raguna. The Governor's Palace? Oh, is this where Augusta lives, maybe? The residence of the Governor of Septimont is also the center of political power in Septimont. The Governor's Palace is the tallest and most magnificent building in the city, exuding an unshakable aura of authority, a manifestation of the Governor's power. To the traditional Septimonians, only the strong are worthy of leading the city. Now, what I will say that is interesting is the fact that Augusta comes from the Sun clan. I mean, I guess, regardless, it's like she seems to come from the clan that deals with the sun, right? And so, but it also seems like that same clan just so happens to be one of the strongest, because not only are they on the symbolism, right, but they also so happen to be the strongest. Because the thing is, it could be on the symbolism, but if you're not strong enough, you can't lead. We got a free skin voucher. What? 300 free Lunites for the skin? I just logged in. Oh, really? Oh, Oh, shoot. So they're basically helping people to get the skin sooner. Interesting. I'm back and I'm most interested in Augusta's character. She's one of the characters I want to summon for. True. Okay, I have to log in then. And how you doing, Johnny? I'll have to log in and check. The governor's palace is the tallest and most magnificent building in the city, exuding an unshakable aura of authority. Yep. All right, cool. Olympus Grand Coliseum. Like I said, this is just the stuff in the city. Once we get outside the city, it's actually I think it's gonna get really interesting too. Built to host Septimont's most prestigious, to host their most prestigious gladiator tournaments, the Olympos Grand Coliseum is a massive arena and the core venue for gladiatorial competitions where gladiators fight in cooperation with echoes. This arena boasts the most diverse tournament formats and comprehensive facilities. Aerial broadcasting screens glowing with vibrant lights continuously transmit intense matches across the world. The roars of the evidence never cease in the strands. It seems this is the place where no silent night exists. Only the cheer stirred by gladiators, punches, and sweat. To the Septimonian, strength is the means by which the civilization resists catastrophe and advances toward prosperity. The establishment of the Agon serves to encourage mastery over echoes, cultivate strength, and select leaders strong enough to guide Septimont. Over the years, the Agon and its venue have become an inseparable part of Septimont's culture and entertainment. The people still believe only the strong are fit to lead, ensuring the survival flourishing of their civilization. All right. We have the arena stage right here. Okay, the core competition zone for the Echo Gladiator battles. It consists of multiple rectangular lifting platforms pieced together in its default state. It forms a flat arena. However, under the control of the central control station, the platform rises and falls according to the directives, dynamically restructuring the arena's structure to suit different match conditions. That's interesting. That's actually going to be pretty cool. Based on Cinemark's information, there's 4 factions, and Augusta is part of the Vulcan, meaning the highest position in Septimont. Yeah, you can see the 4 factions right here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. They show up on this, and they also show you how many wins they have. This one has the highest with 27, which is, I think, the one that Lupa is a part of. This one has 13. This one has, I think, 20. And I think this one has 26 or 25. It's the one with the scratch marks on it. And I feel like this might be Lupa's family, but I think she had a falling out and now she's on this team. You can read Japanese? No, a friend of mine, what, we getting ads every 2 minutes now or what? I shouldn't be. You click it, take the new skins, then go back and you claim the voucher. Oh, okay, nice. Well, that's going to be helpful for people. And if they don't intend to get the skins, hey, you just got 2 wishes. So, one or the other. Yeah, I will. No, yeah. I don't read Japanese, no, but I have a friend who did the translation, and I'm reading the translations now. So, yeah, the match, apparently, these platforms raise, and they change depending on the conditions of the match. It's a voucher, it's not Luna. Oh, okay, it's a voucher. Okay, that makes sense. Well, it's, it's nice that it exists still. Lupa was part of the Bow Legion and revealed in trailer Septimont. She's allied with Yuno. Okay, what is Bow Legion? I'm wondering where are we getting this information for the names? Is it from what I'm reading right now? Because some of those names, I'm like, where are we getting this? Where is this leaks or something? Like, where did we learn about the names? Because I must have missed it. Wasn't Lupa's team named Bo? Oh, no, you're right. It was Bo. You're right. It was definitely in the, that was in the live stream. Now, somebody else was telling me something yesterday, though, where I was kind of confused where they got that information from. But the symbol for the Bow Legion, though, is that on one of these? Or is that just a family thing? Yeah, I mean, I will. Log in, hurry, LOL. Johnny, I'll get to it. We're doing something right now. Yeah, it's a lot of information. It is. But that's why, we're just trying to take our time, trying to get through it. Yuno's name reminds me of a Drake song. Or Juno. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the pre-match preparation intermission rest area designated for participants competing in the event held at the Coliseum. Okay. Some of the support staff accompanying the gladiators also take short breaks during their time here. All right. So we got that. Now, we're going to start leaving the city and getting into the world, which is where I think things are going to get crazy. One day things only. I don't want you to miss out. Some of my friends always do. Oh, Johnny, I log in every single day. Yeah, trust me, I will not miss out. I log into the game every single day. Say name question mark. He's another lore. He's another lore person on YouTube. I did a podcast with him before. I might see if he's down to do another one. Yeah, one day gone is yeah, you got to make sure you're on that. So Olympus Sea Cliff, the steep coastal cliffs on the seaward side of the Capitoline Hill, home of the Veil of Glory, a sacred burial ground for heroes. Now this is interesting. This is the spot where we saw all of those swords like stuck in the ground. And from what I understand, you can only go here, I think, if you prove yourself to the enemy at the end of the gladiatorial thing. Arenosa, I think it is. Arenoso. The steep cliff, okay, holding profound significance to Septimonians. Carved into the cliff face looms a coastal stone figure gripping weapons, said to depict Fabius, the legendary founder of Septimont. Interesting. Yeah, the Prophet Wuwa and Lord Finder and Easter egg hunter Sidamar. What are those swords cartethiya has? Why are they important? Question mark. I don't get it. Oh, I mean, well, that was from like 2.2 basically. They were kind of like ceremonial swords essentially. Each one kind of represented something different. I'd have to honestly go back to get the exact details, but yeah, the ones that she has in the cutscene, like one of them is her actual sword. They were also holding the significance, I guess, beyond them being ceremonial, is that they were holding the key to unlocking frequencies that cartethiya had essentially locked away to take away her memory, essentially. Because essentially to seal off the Abenolium, the seal required frequencies, I guess, and so she ended up, that's what she did. She had to sacrifice her memories to activate the seal, basically. And each of those swords was used for that purpose. One was her actual sword. The other sword looked kind of like the Leviathan, and then the other sword looked kind of like the Imperator. But yeah. Well, Johnny Blaze, let me. If you're gonna ask the question, let me answer it first, because you're asking a lot of questions at one time. Swords are part of her, then. So, based on what I just answered, let me know if you caught that. So carved into the cliff's face looms a colossal stone figure gripping weapons, said to depict Fabius, the legendary founder of Septimont. Okay. So yeah, interesting. There we go. And like I said, I think you have to prove yourself to the leader of the gladiatorial arena, that being Arenosa or something like that. This is very interesting. This game is like Tenchi Muyo and Nonbiru Noka, that they need to reset their memory to become youthful, but their age is still continuing. What is the parallel for that you're referring to? Let me see. I was answering about you asking someone where did he get the information about Lupa being in the book. Oh, okay, got you. That's fair. That is fair. So yeah, that sounds about his alley for sure. That's the thing, like, as lore creators, we all have different things that we like to focus on. I know Sednamar, he really likes to focus on, like, the historical aspects of things. I do too, mind you. I do enjoy the historical aspects of things. But oftentimes when I approach lore, I like to take all the stuff in the game and then synthesize what could happen in the future. That's, like, some of my favorite stuff to do. And I've been pretty on the nose with a lot of the stuff that I've synthesized as a result. So the Olympus Seaside Cliffs, let's see, this is the burial ground of generations of heroes and legendary gladiators of Septimont. To honor these fallen champions, people place their weapons of choice here, allowing them to immortalize their names to be passed down through time. Only those who win the Agon and receive the recognition of Arsinosa are granted. There we go. That was right. Arsinosa. You have to win the Agon and receive the recognition of Arsinosa to be granted the right to enter the Veil of Glory, where they may hear the whispers left behind in the ancient weapons. So yeah, this is gonna be you know, a pretty big deal when we get to this point. So yeah. Did you Chinese word? That's it. What happened? So yeah, this is the Veil of Glory. Looks really cool. All right, next we have. Wait, did I skip something? Or did I? Maybe I did it twice. Oh, I must have done it twice. Okay. All right. So next we have. I did these twice. Bloop. Here we go. Now I'm really excited. Can you read Chinese words? No, I cannot read Chinese words. I have a friend who can though, and they translated this for me. So that's the helpful thing. My friend translated these for me so that we could figure out and see this stuff together. Azrael. Azrael's in the Discord. So this says Stone Dragon's Rest. Located in the high mountain ranges on the outskirt borders of Septimont, its high altitude and precipitous terrain form a natural barrier between Septimont and the outside world. During the first Dark Tide outbreak, the border mountains were ravaged by its erosion, leaving behind permanent scars of ashen traces and tidal blight. Weird English post of this is not out yet. See, the thing is, it doesn't. I don't know if it will, because even from 2.0, unfortunately, some of this stuff did not get carried over. I don't know, like we get like a condensed version of this stuff, but we don't get the whole thing. Like that's just how it is. Like we'll eventually get something probably, but there's different information. I don't know why they do it that way. Maybe they just assume, oh, the English players don't care about that, so they just give us like a condensed shortened version. But yeah, so that's why I'm just trying to help you all out now. So once again, located in the high mountain ranges on the outskirt borders of Septimont. High altitude and precipitous terrain form a natural barrier between Septimont and the outside world. During the first Dark Tide outbreak, the border mountains were ravaged by its erosion, leaving behind permanent scars of ashen traces and tidal blight calcification. We talked about the tidal blight, basically the fact that it seems to be a waveform, the results of a waveform phenomenon that seem to match these statues that we see in the open world. You can see it outside of the domain in the Bora Waters area, where you can, get Gust of Welkin, the Echo set. You see those little statues. You see them in Jinzhou as well. You can see them in the forest area. You can see them in the Northfall Barrens. Yeah, they're all over the place. True English mostly don't care. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So yeah, Stone Dragon's Rest. Boom. Stone Dragon's Rest. Yeah, this place is going to be really interesting. In ancient times, the corpse of a colossal dragon that appeared in the border mountain concentrated masses in the border mountains drew and concentrated massive frequencies, causing this region to become overrun by tacit discords and giant beasts. It grew into a famed trial ground of Septimont, where countless gladiators came to temper themselves, leaving behind many legendary tales of glory and strength. Later, during the first Dark Tide, the waves spread to this area and destroyed the trial sanctuaries built by people. All right? So, it brought a bunch of frequencies in the area. It gets overrun by tacit discords and giant beasts. It grew into a trial ground where gladiators came to temper themselves, leaving behind tales of glory. Got it. Later, during the first Dark Tide, the waves spread to this area and destroyed the trial sanctuaries built by people. The former glory and brilliance were buried beneath the tide. All right. Now, Mournfell Canyon. Mournfell Canyon. My bad. Mournfell Canyon. So, this coastline, once eroded by the Dark Tide, still bears the ruins of temples and statues left behind by the Raghanesi when they came here to preach. Now abandoned and without worshippers, they lie scattered across the valley floor. Now this area, shrouded in darkness, shrouded in strange scenery, has become a habitat for tacit discords. All right. Now this is interesting. Still bears the ruins of temples and statues left behind by the Ragunesi. This is why I was saying it's actually good that, and it's for the sake of the story, it's good that they don't share the same beliefs as the Ragunesi, because, well, specifically I'm saying it's good that the Order doesn't have influence here, because now we'll actually get to see the stuff that they changed, hid, and destroyed in Raguna. We'll actually get to see it here. When they came to preach, now abandoned and without worshippers, they lie scattered across the valley floor. Now this area is shrouded with strange scenery and has become a habitat for tacit discords. Let's see. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what stuff is actually here. I just came back to miss something important, like game changing. I mean, to be fair, it's not like so much that it's any of this is particularly game changing. It's more like context. Like we talked about this area being the spot where like the frequencies of old warriors is. Like the old warriors of Renacida. We learned that this is the founder. This statue is the founder of Septimont. Name is, I think it starts with an F. Let me see. This person's name is Fabius. Yeah, his name is Fabius. So this is the founder of Septimont. And like I said, you can hear the frequencies of the warriors, but you can only get here if you win the favor of Arenosa. I feel like I might not be saying the name right still. I feel like I'm still tripping on that, but we'll get it in time. Arsenosa. If you win the Agon and the favor of Arsenosa. Hey, what's up, Blackbird Gaming? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to Blackbird's chat. Appreciate having you all here. We're just talking about, let me see, shout out and Blackbird Gaming. There we go. Yeah, we're just talking about the information for 2.4, just kind of looking at the lore, seeing what type of information they were presenting. Is quite a few things that we're getting. So yeah, like I said, if you win the Agon, which is the competition, and what are your all thoughts for 2.4? What characters are you most excited for? And like I said, if you win the Agon, you get Arsenosa's favor, you can actually come here. We talked about this being like the Tino Blight calcification that is similar to the statues that you see in Jinzhou, in the North Fall Barrens, specifically in the jungle area, and in Renacida with the Bora Waters area right outside of the Tacit Discord thing, where you get the Gust of Welkin echo set. You can see those little statues, and I think this is the same thing. I was preparing some popcorn. No, I feel you. Yeah, so we have this area as well. I think essentially it was just saying like, due to, which area was this? Oh yeah, this is a place where like it used to be a trial ground, but after the Dark Tide, like the corpse of the dragon was always there, and it made like a bunch of, you know, tacit discords and things like that. It attracted them basically, and so it became a trial ground. But then after the Dark Tide, it got destroyed, and yeah, a lot of stuff that was there is buried. So maybe we'll find some stuff there. This is a place where the Order used to have like buildings and things of that nature, and it's likely this is stuff before the second Dark Tide. So I mean before the Dark Tide. So likely it might have some stuff that's hidden from the public eye in Raguna, but not so much in Septimont. We'll just have to go there to find it. Now this place right here, this place we didn't get a chance to look at this yet. So let me see. CI Observatory. So you can see these two pictures. You know, this is showing the place. Can't wait for Rover to win the tournament and make Lupa go all tsundere and show her true intentions, just a theory, and take it with a grain of salt. Oh my gosh. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, she has the twin tails, right? And twin tails are very much a tsundere trope. But in ancient times, Septimont once collaborated with the Black Shores, utilizing their technology Oh, Black Shores. Okay. Utilizing their technology to convert the upper watchtower of Mournfell Canyon into a monitoring station. This facility could track environmental data around the sea in real time and issue timely warnings. Okay, interesting. So let's get some Black Shores technology in this area. And then the final one is this one, called Anankazi. And Ananka seems to be a Greek goddess, actually. Let's see. How do you spell that? Nke. So, a primordial goddess in Greek mythology, specifically in Orphic traditions, representing necessity, compulsion, and inevitability. She was considered the mother of the fates and the only being, along with Zeus in some versions, to potentially overrule their decisions. Ananka was often depicted as holding a spindle, a symbol of her role in dictating fate. Interesting. Necessity, compulsion, and inevitability emerged at the dawn of creation. She was the consort of Kronos, the personification of time. Mother of the fates, inevitability. She personified necessity and the unchangeable nature of events, making her a powerful force in the cosmos. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Long story short, this place is probably going to be really important. This place is probably going to be really important. Let's see. So it says, a strange cavern that existed within the Mournfell Canyon since ancient times. Its interior is overflowing with seawater, churning with hidden currents. There have been recorded instances of massive surges of tacit discords emerging from its depths. That sucks. This is actually probably where we're going to see the new echoes. The Charasaurus, right? The Pilgrim Shell, potentially, as well as the Devotee's Flesh. I could very much see that. Okay. This might also be where we fight the Nightmare Kelpie. Because if you see this right here, this is like the stuff they usually put around things that have holograms. And we did learn that there's going to be the Nightmare Kelpie hologram. So this is probably where we're going to fight it. 9 times out of 10. So yeah. It, you know, I think at the end of the day, if this has told me anything, it's that Wuthering Waves, they don't really take too much attention to the history of their world, you know. Clearly, if they really wanted to put information, you know, and have a well thought out, you know, story and lore experience, these would be like 5 pages each, honestly. And considering that they're not 5 pages each, I don't know if I can really take the lore or the world building all that seriously, you know? It just... I'm not feeling it, you know what I'm saying? This is a joke, by the way, for anybody who's new. So yeah. This is what we have looking forward to. And Jinjo, Memphis appears if there are too many fallen soldiers. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was the coalescence of all of those guys, twice actually, both in the you know what's interesting, I was talking to somebody yesterday, the Memphis is actually similar to the mythology of the Japanese yaksha. So yaksha in Japanese mythology, apparently, which means guardian deities or minor deities, are often depicted as powerful nature spirits, sometimes benevolent. No, this isn't the right one. This isn't the right one, though. Did I spell it wrong? Because apparently, from what I was understanding, see, Japanese yaksha formed from battle. There's different yaksha. And maybe this is still the same thing. Can we see here? Supernatural powers, benevolent. Worshipped by the royal folk wishing for ability potential to evolve. Guardian is the name of broad class ninja spirits. I have to look into it just to check. Because this is what they were telling me. They were saying that apparently Yakshas form on battlefields. A question is there a relation between Septimont and the dragon? Because I was curious about the dragon in 2.4's trailer, who was like captivated or something. You're talking about this dragon, right? Hold on. This dragon right here? Is this what you're referring to? Memphis is Shao. Let me see. Forest, trees, okay. Kind of hunts, wilderness. Hindu, okay. Yeah, I have to look a little bit deeper into it to see which one had that. And like I said, maybe I'll have to ask them, because they were saying that they were showing me that there was like an anime character who was based on it, where they form on the battlefield. And if that's to be believed, it's very similar to the Tempest Memphis, because it literally forms from, like I said, 2 times now fallen soldiers. So I'll have to look into that a little bit deeper. I heard Chow. The question is, so is there a relationship between the Septimont and dragons? Because I was curious about that dragon in the 2.4 trailer who was like captivated. Yeah, but I say, yeah, if you have a timestamp, that would help. But like I said, if you're talking about this one, like the one, this corpse, right? I mean, there seems to be a relationship with dragons and Rena Sita, not even just Septimont. Because as you know, Gehinome, the one that we fight in Raguna, that used to be Cartethiya's dragon. So, yeah, there seems to just be a connection with dragons as a whole. How deep it goes, I'm not sure just yet. But there does seem to be a connection with them. So take that for what you will. But yeah, so as we can see, this is what we have right now. And I'm just going through the pictures one more time. Gladiator Arena, this is like the resting spot. This is the hill. Here we go. Boom, bam. There's gonna be a lot of lore here, like a lot. If this, based on the logic of how this is working, yeah, there's gonna be a lot here. We're gonna have a lot of questions answered. Let's see, boom. All right, let's get that voucher, everybody. Let's get that voucher. Also, reminder, I did get into the closed beta test for Duet Night Abyss, so we'll check that out when it comes out. Let me connect my controller. Let's see. There we go. There's something that's been in my head like rent free, and I tweeted it out in a reply to somebody. Let me see, profile. Okay, replies. Let me see. I'm not gonna play it because I'll get demonetized, but just check my replies. Where is it? It was a couple days ago. Gosh, where is it? Let's say oh yeah, here it is. So I said this has been in my head rent free, right? Repost. Oh, here we go. It's on mute. I gotta unmute the game. Open volume mixer. Oh, never mind. It's muted in the game. Okay. The mute is in the game. Open in new tab. Enter full screen. Copy address. Copy address. There we go. I knew it was going to do that. All right. Let's try it. Yeah. Dang it. Let me mute my computer real quick. Because I don't want to get demonetized. So give me a second. Yeah. So this right here. Let's see. Share, copy. And I'm just going to tweet it if anybody wants to see it. This has been rent free in my head. Legitimately, for the past 3 days, I've just been like keeping it's been on repeat. It's legitimately been on repeat. All right, let's see. Now, where is it in the events? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, nice. There we go. Fast travel, there we go. Okay. But yeah, it's just people have made like animations of it too, and it's just like it's pretty great. Open the Beyond the Waves page. All right, cool. I'm about to say I'm gonna finish it, and I haven't seen that cool animation. If I get that cool animation, like on my final thing, that's gonna be mad annoying. We're not so much okay, but weird. Okay, we got it. We're done. I think I did get that like crazy animation one time on the first event, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. Oh, this thing. Honestly, I don't even know. Did they mention this? I don't know if they mentioned this one. I remember seeing it, but I don't know if they mentioned this one. Yeah, like, because on the, even on like the Twitter, well, not the Twitter, like the website where you see like, okay, this is new stuff, whatever. Yeah, this wasn't mentioned. Interesting. Okay. Try to keep things mysterious, I see. Yeah, good catch, good catch. Because I remember seeing it, but yeah, like, I do not remember that part. Yeah, those are the buildings. Yeah, no, for sure. It looks like a red enemy, you know, like the red enemies in the open world. But usually red enemies are like echoes. This looks a little bit different. Like usually red enemies are just like red versions of like a different prior, you know, a previously existing echo. This one looks a bit different. So also Summer Games Fest, is that an hour? Is this stream still going for long? I'm so late. Yeah. We're gonna be streaming until the end of the Summer Games Fest, which I think starts in an hour. Yeah, it was only shown. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Space Creeper? How you doing? But yeah, I think Space Summer Games Fest starts in 1 hour. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. That'll be the last thing we do today. Give me 1 second. Oop, oop. So what is the Christophoros ability? Resonator then? Is he a reference to the Black Plating at the end? I mean, it definitely looks like it. He seems to be able to manipulate echoes in a sense. Or at least his power affects echoes at the very least. Right? Let me, get up here. Let's get over here. But yeah, no, I think he definitely has the Plague Doctor aesthetic going on for sure. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. I am the cure? Oh my gosh. In an hour? I thought it was in 2 hours. I don't know. Let me check. Or somebody else can check. That'll be helpful. That's fine. I got it. Summer Games Fest start. 1.5 hours? Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, 5 p.m. Okay, it starts at 5. So is it like 2 hours basically? It's at 3:30. Hey, what's up, Nerd Up? How you doing? All right, give me a quick second, everybody. I will be right back. Boom. All right, be right back. Hey, appreciate you, Space Creeper. Thank you so much. I'm working on the one for 2.2. It should come out before the next update. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be right back, and I'd love to hear your opinions on it as well. Okay. Okay, y'all. We have a lot. We have a lot to do. A lot to do in a short amount of time to do it. Would you all believe it? I have not touched this event yet. Let me see. Dreaming Deep. This is permanent. We have to do this. And I also haven't finished this. Thank you, Zolta. I have not finished the cube event yet. You haven't either? Yeah. So, yo, life, what kind of chair is that? It looks very comfortable. It's not what it looks like. This is a chair, like a normal chair. I have a pillow on top of it, and then I put a blanket on top of the pillow. The last one, you need a team? What do you mean you need a team for the last one? All right, let's see. Let's do the cube thing. What is this? But yeah, Space Creeper, how's it going, man? Thank you. Appreciate you for enjoying it. Need 48 hours to get all the limited rewards of Jacona's Quest, if you're not aware. Oh, really? Okay. Wait a second. I haven't even attempted it yet on this account. Okay, never mind. We're not doing this here. We're not. Level 21 of a Bowser Castle has, I think, 6 to 8 stages. Oh, okay. So realistically speaking, I'm gonna skip all this dialogue because I'm not doing it twice. Because I've done it on the other account. But yeah, I didn't know I didn't even start it on this account. That's crazy. I did not even start it on this account. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to do Chacona's Quest. And then I will switch over to my other account and finish this. Because I started this on my other account. But we'll switch over to my other account, finish that there. And on this account, I'll just do this off stream. Doing good. Hope to see new Fed stuff in the Summer Games Fest stream, Copium. I feel you. Yeah, my theory right now is that we'll see the new Fed stuff when I think Chisa, I think Chisa, we know Galbrenna, or it's very likely that Galbrenna came from New Federation, and Chisa, I think, is also going to be New Federation. I believe New Federation, based on some of the conversations we were talking about, New Fed might be kind of like a San Francisco type vibe, kind of like Cyberpunk, where it's like technically in America, but it has like really strong Japanese inspiration. Kind of like if you've seen Cyberpunk or played the game, there's like the Arasaka court, and so it feels like that might end up being the direction they go with that. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll do this. That would be awesome to see for the new Fed. I know. It would be so sick. Okay, so resume from choices. Replay entire story. That music sheet is no ordinary piece of music, is it? And actually, let me change the title. Septimont Reactions Event Lore. Title: Summer Games Fest Waiting Room. Done. Now let me change that on YouTube as well. I love this music so much. See, paste, copy, save. What music? Oh, y'all don't hear. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I muted it for that thing earlier. I am so sorry. I forgot that this was muted. Okay. Done. Is the music muted for us? Yeah. Sorry. Because when I opened up that link earlier, I didn't want to get copyrighted, so I muted the this part of the stream. This music right here. Yeah, I saw the picture of the nighttime at Gladiator Arena, and it gave me hope to see more cyberpunk aesthetics. Oh yeah, with the echo that creates the kind of digital screens. Apparently they use the Nexus for that. See, now we know, right? Now we know. They use the Nexus, the Genesis Nexus in Septimont for that person. Or is it called the Resonance Nexus? I gotta check, but they use the Nexus. I do want them to show New Fed or their project. Now that's what I want to see. Regin, I want to see Project Nami. It feels like really early, but I really would like to see Project Nami. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, Kuro is sponsoring, not just Wuthering Waves. It's just Kuro. So yeah, we might see a couple things, honestly. Yep, I miss Night City. Yeah, true. No, normally you can't perceive the frequencies of a melody, but that manuscript lets us see the world as I do. That part with the daemons should be right there, here.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
It's the same as what we heard before, but now I see something. A balance scale with a crowd of people standing on one of the pans. What are they weighing?
The two sides of the scale represent differing perspectives. Once a work is made public, its meaning no longer belongs to its creator alone, but is shaped by the interpretations of its readers. Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more. But then that article claimed it was a curse upon Raguna. Given that members of the Golden Anthem were banished on the Pilgrim's sail and died in a fire, the notion quickly took hold. No one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations. With motive and a complete story. Perhaps that's all it took for a lie to become the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Each time someone plays their last work, it summons daemons. This is the Golden Anthem's revenge and curse upon Raguna. Still, words and imagination alone cannot bring something into existence.
Unless there's a resonator involved.
Yes. Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article? Daemons are bound to their creator, so it might not be a coincidence you felt them target you at the restaurant. There could be a connection between you and this mastermind.
I wonder if New Federation has a character that has the same ability as Shorekeeper, since they always also use the Nexus. What do you mean? Can you explain a little bit further what you mean by that, Lip Money? Alright. Inspiration. Okay. Who could want me dead?
Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is desperate to hide. It will take a lot more than that to even leave a scratch.
The Marvel fighting game? Yeah.
Having someone else do that dirty work. That just makes finding the one pulling the strings a top priority.
You feel what happened at the restaurant wasn't a random attack, but what matters now is finding whoever is responsible for it. Alright. Alright, don't be proxy. You feel what happened at the restaurant wasn't random. Got it. Alright, now we have this. Replay the story. Replay entire story. Okay.
A cathedral. That's the choir on stage. With
Peak
the Poet
music.
Society leading them. Looks like it's a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like...
Nothing but pointless noise.
Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true.
The Order's records say as much. But there's still something missing. If such an important melody is lost, we won't be able to find the link between the poets and the Order.
It's all over, but the more you stare at the empty stage, the more you feel a crucial melody is missing. Missing melody. So the common folk once criticized the Poet Society. If the Poets Society was once connected to the Order, why? Let's see.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the Poet Society lead.
On the surface, yes. The Order certainly upheld Raguna's prosperity. Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind
Okay, got you. Alright, cool. Alright, the stage is set. What is this gold thing? What is... Claim. Oh, is it saying like you chose the right one, I guess? Resume from your choices, replay entire story.
The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail.
Okay.
Becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how
I hadn't done the second, I hadn't finished the alternate endings yet.
the ship, dragging it to icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem.
No, I wasn't saying that I did it.
Banishment did not breed hatred
Got you,
in
yeah.
our hearts for us.
No, I never said I did
And
it.
the flames did not scorch a curse into their
I mean, I did the original quest. I just didn't do the alternative stuff yet. We all know how the tale ended. A great fire consumed the ship, dragging it to its icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem with it. But here, this banishment did not breed. Okay.
If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. And yet, not a single daemon has appeared. Even as those poets faced their end.
She's right. The Great Fire burned everything to ashes. They weren't the ones that boarded the Pilgrim sail. Oh, that's crazy.
A fire, seemingly forged from the depths of hell, destroyed everything, leaving nothing but ash behind. And so, their work too was swallowed in the flames? That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim's sail, then could they really have been trying to curse Raguna? If that were the case, well, shouldn't the curse have come true?
The ship fires burned everything to ashes, and the last work was brought back to the daemons from the hell. All right. So, poet Shakura throws a question at the crowd, claiming the truth. All right, and then I like that this stuff helps you build Chikona. Replay. Okay, resume from choices. They weren't the ones that boarded the Pilgrim sail.
That's an awfully big assumption. What if they never boarded the Pilgrim's sail at all?
That is interesting.
What if none of them perished in that fire? That begs the question, who was on that ship? Who started the fire and spread the rumors about the Golden Anthem?
It must be another poet.
Another poet, intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? If such a person exists, then why haven't the Golden Anthem stepped forward to prove their innocence? No, that's not it. This will take the story in the wrong direction.
The poets did not board the Pilgrim sail, then why would they put on a show like this? All right, interesting. Scapegoat. My daughter tried to pull for Jinchi and ended up with Verena. She automatically said, "Who is this midget?" Oh my gosh! You tell her that's the best standard 5-star in the game. That's what you tell her. I'm just saying, like, y'all were talking, saying New Federation also uses a Genesis. No, I never said that. I think you might have confused something. So I'm wondering if there's a character who will have the Nexus power like Shorekeeper. No, okay, so we weren't saying that I brought up the Nexus for Septimont. Let me see. Not the New Federation. But Shorekeeper doesn't have like some connection with the Nexus. That's not like Shorekeeper's thing, per se. I have not done the dream thing yet, no. I have not. That's why I said I have a lot to do and only a little bit of time to do it. So we're about to go, yeah. These tales belong to the, okay. Replay entire story. No, resume from choices. Actually, we can.
This is how it all started.
A mysterious person showed the poets the truth about the Sentinel. Then they decided to become Knights of Raguna.
But I say we did.
Back then,
Give me a second, Live Money, because I'm going to address what you're talking about, though.
Who helped organize things. That was us, the Toccata family.
I like this song, by the way. I gotta record this song for a video. It's so good. It's so good. So listen. Shorekeeper is a created being by the Tethys system. We ended up doing like a lot of like answering questions yesterday. Obviously, I always answer questions. I don't mind. But that was one of the things we talked about. So Shorekeeper was created by the Tethys system. There is, however, another person, entity, like Shorekeeper. But it has nothing to do with the Nexus. Resonance Nexus, Genesis Nexus, what have you. The Nexi, or whatever you want to call them. But there actually is another person similar to Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper is considered Instance 2, who represents space. There's Instance 1, who represents time. Who Instance 1 is, however, is kind of up in the air right now. There are some theories as to who Instance 1 could be, but it's they're just theories right now. Like, oh, it could be, or that person could be someone else. Hard to say. Is Rover Instance 1? Doesn't seem so. No, it doesn't seem like Rover's Instance 1. Not based on what we saw. One of the theories is that the space goddess lady from the very beginning of the story, who kind of pushed us into Soul 3, is Instance 1. But then there's other people who aren't really convinced of that. So, still kind of in the air. This is how it all started. A mysterious person, showed to the Post Society about the Sentinel. They decided to become the Knights of Raguna. Back then, besides the conductor, there were others who helped organize things. That was us, the Toccata family.
It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were papers that could have destroyed the Order, if anyone would even believe them in the first place. It was blasphemy, but my father didn't hesitate. He took the key right away.
Was the fire on the Pilgrim's Sail really an accident?
As you've already seen, I was also banished. You've probably heard a lot about the Pilgrim's Sail from Brant. Usually, the food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. Even if they made it, the cold would get them. But on that ship, the Order made sure there was nothing. No food, no water, nothing. And there were only 3 fools on board. As for the fire, the poets started it themselves. In the past, everyone thought they were brilliant cantors. But inside, only they understood how fake and arrogant all their poems and music really were. In their last moments before death, the poets just wanted to leave something real behind. But it was so cold out at sea, and wood for fire was already running low. So they set the cabin on fire, and met their ends in the flames.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So wait, question, were all the characters on trial at one point? Is that how it worked? Like, essentially, if you played from the very beginning, you could get all the endings due to trial characters, but if you waited till the end, you can't do it? Oh, okay. So people had the option technically, but okay, got it.
In the world they dreamed of, poets would no longer be shackled, and everyone could sing freely. That was their wish for the future when the curtain fell. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. But the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went to salvage the ship's wreckage.
Takata gave their legacy to Takata. The poets gave their legacy to Takata family. Poems were already cursed.
Is that what you think? Well, that's one way to look at it. But it wasn't ever the poet's intent to curse Rinascita. No, it was the Order and others who cursed their works, then deliberately spread them as forbidden works to the public. But why? If their aim was to silence you for knowing the truth about the Blessed Maiden and Imperator, it was a clumsy attempt.
Maybe they have other motives?
Monsters breed fear. And perhaps fear is exactly what the Order of the Deep and this puppet master want to see.
Ah, this is interesting.
It seems we've become pawns in Fenrico's and this puppet master's game.
Hey! This is good.
We too have become the very ones to curse Rinascita.
The Order and the mastermind behind it all were the ones who put the curse on these poems. Yeah. Now, is the mastermind Cristoforo? It kind of feels that way, honestly. In a sense, it does feel like Cristoforo. But it also could be somebody else entirely, because it's not like they take orders from Cristoforo per se. They're working together, but yeah. Isn't the puppet masters for Lova? Maybe. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. For Lova, she feels like she's and that's why I said I feel like there's someone else deeper. I'm not sure how they're approaching it in this game, but I feel like it's not so much for Lova as it is Hecate. But I don't know if Hecate is like Cristoforo basically speaks about Hecate as if she's separate from Forlova. Does that make sense? And that's why I feel like Forlova is, even from the trailer we saw at the end, Forlova looks like she's not really in control. You know what I mean? It looks like she wants to do one thing, but she's being called to do something else. You said that, not me. Oh no, I said she's a puppet master in the sense of like her gameplay. I think her style of gameplay will probably be like a puppet master sort of thing. But in terms of the story, Forlova better stay evil. Everybody wants her to be evil, man. Everybody wants her to stay evil. It's they want her to stay evil so bad. I don't even think she's like evil though. Like, I think Scar seems way worse than, I mean, okay, I take that back. She literally summoned an army to basically destroy Jinzhou. So never mind. Maybe it's because I think she's cute and so I just want her to not be evil. She is evil. You're right. She very much is evil. I have a feeling she becomes more of an anti-hero. I don't know. I feel like that would be more so Scar. I think Scar has the potential to be an anti-hero far more than Forlova does. Especially if Scar is the Black Lamb in his story that was trying to help people originally, but he became an outcast. And the fact that in like the things from Scar, he literally says, my intention, I don't want to burn everything. It's inevitable. He's like, I don't want to see stuff destroyed. It's just going to happen whether I like it or not. So I feel like Scar has more potential to be an anti-hero than Forlova does. Women literally summon and control an army that kill people. Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay. You're right. I get it. She sees the ends justify the means, to be honest. Well, I mean, that's the Fraxidus in a nutshell. But at least on screen, we've seen Forlova do way worse than we've seen Scar do. You know? Yeah. Let's see. The Order and the mastermind behind it all were the ones who put the curse on the poems. This was some of these dialogues are legitimately worth it to go through though, because they present questions that some people might not think about. The more and more that I'm talking to different people about the lore, the more and more I'm realizing how much people just don't really pay attention. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying, like, yeah, there's a lot of people out here who just are not paying attention. Okay, so we'll do the final one. I can do the final one tomorrow. And because they're not paying attention, it's just like, oh, okay. Unlock all endings. Okay, yep, I'll have that. And then, all right, so we'll do that tomorrow. The music is so good. Because Scar's in jail. Are you talking about me? What do you mean, Zolto? Oh, no. I'm talking about like on like Twitter and stuff like that. Beautiful crescendo. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Gifted melodic. Oh! When did this come out? When did this? I didn't even know this was a thing. I did not even know this was a thing. Yes, yeah. I mean, I see it's yesterday. It was rhetorical, but I mean, no shade. Thank you, but yeah, I forgot to tell you about. Yeah, like it's so far down the list. Sometimes I just don't think about it. Interesting. Yeah, I did Scales of the Past, I believe already. Oh, 12 out of 13. Oh, you have to finish the cake event thing to see the last one. So yeah, Zenless Zone Zero 2.0 came out today, I guess. I guess I'll try to download that. If I have time, I don't think I will, but I'll try to download it and just, you know, I don't know, do something with it. So much to do, so little time.
Mind the tempo.
I thought I told you yesterday about the new claimable rewards. Maybe it's possible. It's very much possible. Okay, so with that out of the way, I think we're gonna go to the other account, but first I need to do this. I'm about to say, oh shoot, we are maxed out. We need to see y'all, I'm almost there, man. Like the house is almost in a spot where I feel like I can, you know, not be looking around my shoulder 24/7. Like there's still things we have to do, but there's like some big projects that we're working on, and it's a lot. Do you play Theory Restart? I want to try it. I mean, guys, right now, truth be told, too. Like, I have accounts in Star Rail. I have accounts in Zenless Zone Zero as well. Like, I have, I didn't play 3.0 at all for Star Rail. Somebody was telling me, oh, there's a different writer, though. I don't know, man. I haven't heard the best stuff about the story. And, you know, it could be one of those cases where it's just like, oh, well, these people don't read stories much anyway, so they're just projecting. But I was not a fan of the way that they told stories in Star Rail. Yeah, personally, I just wasn't my cup of tea. But I got the Herta. I'm at the very beginning of the Amphoria story. I also got Casterus and her weapon. I think I have the Herta and her weapon and Casterus, and I didn't like spend money to get this either. I just had like some really great pulls. BitX will tell you my pool ability is unmatched. I mean, look at Miss Life. You know, that should tell you everything you know. My pool ability is literally unmatched. So yeah, Ethereum Restart. That is a game that I do want to try when I have some time to. Like, I'm going to legitimately give it a shot. I'm not just saying that just to say. Like, I do intend to actually give the game a shot. The characters look really nice. It looks like a kind of a fun game. I think one of the big things for me is just in order to decide on whether I actually want to play a game, it's going to decide on how grindy it is. If it's something that I can kind of get done, and it doesn't take as long, then yeah. If it's grindy, in the sense of like, because like I'm already playing Genshin and Wuthering Waves, so it's just like, if it's too grindy, then I'm just not going to be able to keep up with it. The game that I can say right now that I have the most anticipation for, in terms of actually playing it grindy and or not, would be like Arc Knight's Infield, depending on how the content goes for that game.
Now presenting a poem of finale.
I played it all last night. It's fun, a turn-based game. Welcome to the show! Let's see, restart. Yeah, but Arc Knights of the Field is probably the biggest on my list. Obviously, NTE, I'm going to try that. Ananta, I'm looking forward to that. Arc Knights of the Field, Duet Night Abyss, we're going to try that.
Mind if I borrow this? Better keep up.
But yeah. Zillus Zone Zero, I stopped playing after I stopped playing really when like Lighter came around, and it wasn't because of Lighter. I thought Lighter was cool and all, but just it was at that time where I was just like had a lot of stuff going on, and I did drop back in to get Miyabi. I think I have her and her weapon. So yeah, I'm thinking about jumping back in, seeing if I can get what's her name? Shi Yan, I think her name is, or Shi Yuan, or something like that. Yeah, so I was considering doing that. Silver Palace. I am very much interested in Silver Palace. I'm about to say, as you all know, truth be told, I don't have it up right now, and I should. Where's my buddy at? Bam. As you all know, detective life. Like the whole concept is like being a detective. I was like, this is me. Yi Xuan. Yeah, Yi Xuan. So I was thinking about hopping back in to try to get that character. This is just a busy summer. And then like I said, I have to finish Expedition 33 as well. And my videos for that. So it's a lot going on. And that's why I said I can't wait to finish up with what I'm doing with the house currently. Because for those of y'all who know, I moved recently, and there's been a lot different things that we've been doing. So I was hoping that it would all be finished this week, but some things got delayed from the people who are supposed to be helping me with the work that needs to be done. So it'll last until like the beginning of next week apparently. But yeah, once all that's said and done, I'll be in a little bit more stable of a spot.
Let the show begin.
Boom. There we go. Beautiful. If you play ZZ more, you will really need her because she is the new meta character and broken as well. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Like I said, I think at this point, if I play it, and one of the things with ZZZ, the reason why I stopped playing it is because it just felt like there was just a lot to do. And like, it's not like Wuthering Waves doesn't have a lot to do, because it does, but it was just like, I think the thing is, for me, the Shinyu defense thing or whatever, like I know it got revamped, which is nice, but it just takes a lot of time, It just takes a lot of time. It's not that it wasn't fun, because it was, but it just takes a lot of time. And I'm kind of at a point right now where there's only so many games that I'm going to play if it's not for content. Because like the game that I play the most right now when I'm not streaming, that I like just for like pure enjoyment, like I said, because I enjoy Wuthering Waves, trust and believe. I do not play this, like I wouldn't play the game if I didn't enjoy it. Like content aside, I would not do it. But the game that I do play, it's technically still a game I do for content because I have a channel for it. But Marvel Rivals, that's like the game I play like off stream a lot. Is I hop into Marvel Rivals. Yeah, the side quests weren't really my thing. Yeah, I was talking about the TVs since the CBT1. Like I was ringing the bell for the TVs since CBT1. Let me see, is this it? Yeah, there we go.
The Divinity
1,
meant to see the
2,
future of the
3.
world, but I doubt they can predict which song.
All right, there we
people will
go.
play tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, got you. All right, let's see. Wait, what is this one? Doesn't matter. Basic attack damage is increased. Hey, Alto Stonks. Alto Stonks. It's nice seeing Alto and Shorekeeper on the same team.
Mind the tempo.
There we go.
Low astral modulation.
Thanks for watching. A perfect chord.
All right, let's see if you're alive.
Count me in. Hey, mind if I borrow this? Bang! You blink, you miss.
Nice. Restart. There we go. About to say, gotta get our cartethiya / fleur-de-lis mats. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, y'all. It feels like the calm before the storm right now.
Loading.
Like, we're gonna have one more kind of like overall discussion about things, and then it's just gonna be like, all right, we're here.
In war with time.
Thanks for watching.
I'm about to say, I do, like I said, I really hope Duet Night Abyss impresses me with this beta though. Like, because the thing is, even if it's something I don't play long term, it just sucks seeing a game come out like unoptimized. But I don't want to be too like hyperbolic. Like I said, it could just be, you know, it was a beta test, which is meant for, you know, beta-ing. So yeah, that could just be very well be the case. All right, so I think we're good. We're gonna switch over to the other account and we're gonna finish off the cube event. A Bowser Castle awaits. All right, let's see. Guidebook. Here we go. Claim. Bow. Return. Return the slab. Last night, at a time at which I don't want to disclose because it was way too late. Me, my wife, and my wife's sister were watching top 20 scariest moments from Courage the Cowardly Dog. The Level 21 co-op was fun. Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm about to say I might have one of y'all hop in if y'all want to. We do that sometimes. Let me see. Here we go. Bam. Boop. While I log into the other account, believe it should be this one. You missed that show? I don't understand how that show was a kid's show, man. Like, I do not how they got away with that show on being put on a kid's television station. Childhood Horror, The Stone Ghost? Bruh. Like, when I was a kid, Courage the Dog gave me goosebumps. No, legit, it was so scary. Like, the thing when, oh boy, I don't know what his name was, Freaky Fred or Friendly Fred. He was like, he would say like, something like, Courage the dog, the doggy dog, who happened to look at me. Whenever I looked at him, it caused me to be rather naughty. Like, that's how he was. He's like, in a certain mood. Like, the Fred guy was, oh my gosh, he was nightmare fuel. He was nightmare fuel. Well, if it brings joy to kids, I guess it's a real big shot. Nah, man, I don't know what joy that. I think the fact that Courage was pink, I felt like I watched it because I was just hoping Courage would like come out on top, you know? That was about it. Okay, can we acknowledge though, Jinshi has not lost a step though. She still looks absolutely amazing. You know, like I know cartethiya is coming out, but Jinshi has not lost a single step. This character is gorgeous. I used to watch that show in Hindi dub. Yeah. Show was wild. Show was absolutely wild. The foot, if y'all remember that foot, that gross foot, honestly, Fleur-de-Lis is not doing it for me the same as Jinshi. Yeah, no, like, I think Jinshi, and you know, I like white hair characters, that's how it is. Fleur-de-Lis is still cool. Conceptually, I think Fleur-de-Lis is a very cool looking character. But I don't know, maybe it's because we're weebs? I don't know. It's just something about the white hair, the serene, like untouchable nature of her, and the dragon. And I think that's the difference too. She has like that, and that is different. Like one character is a knight. So I would say I think Cartethiya is a cooler character, whereas Jinshi is like a more like ephemeral type, like, you know, like you just like, she seems so far above and you know what I'm saying, like sacred or something. Is just giant woman. Not sure why they are going the Hulk banner route, at least looking at the trailer. I mean, I think she looks cool, don't get me wrong. I think she's really cool. That's what I said. I think, in my opinion, Cartethiya / Fleur-de-Lis is the cooler character, whereas this character is like the more... Is impressive the right word? I don't know how to describe it. They do two different things, right? One radiates cool, the other one radiates like divine. The ethereal feeling. Yeah, it's like, it's very elegant, divine nature. Is just like, man, you just... And Jue is just such a good looking thing. Maybe if Cartethiya had like Leviathan and, you know, like, I don't know, like Imperador in the moveset, it would make it different, but I don't know. I will say, however, though, Cartethiya's weapon is amazing. That thing looks really good, considering the fact, you know, it's like whatchamacallit, it transforms. I have to give credit where credit is due. The transforming effects of her weapon is really good looking. You got it, Zani. Girl got some strong legs to be kicking people with her shield. Like, she lifts the shield up, can balance it, and then boom, boom. Like, that's actually really impressive when you consider what she's doing with this shield. That's actually kind of crazy. Boom, 1, 2. It's like 1, 2, slam. That's actually kind of crazy. No, Kush, it's not about feet. It's not, I promise. The leg is 3 times stronger than the arm. Not impressive. Oh my gosh, Kolak, stop. Yes, we know legs are stronger, but still. I'm gonna say she lifts a giant weapon, so she's got strong arms. What is with the Zani slander? I'll be honest with you, I skipped Jinshi after I saw Cheng Li. Oh, you're one of those? Yeah, I know. When Cheng Li showed up and like she had like the enhanced skill and the, you know, her outfit changes. I get it. I get it. You know? I get it. All right. Orlo.
Comes with all yours. Give me your worst. Come at me.
Nope, stop it. Get some help. Just so you all know, I feel like I'm contractually obligated to explain that my Zani, your mileage will vary.
Come at me.
In terms of like the damage. Hold on. This is S6R1 Zani, so don't look at my damage and be like, oh my gosh, why is my damage not doing, why is my Zani not doing that? That's why. Wait, this was the oh my gosh, I thought that was the daily quest. This is the daily quest. Is that S6 Zani question mark? Yeah, exactly. It's S6R1. That's why I was like, you're probably looking at it like, wow, my Zani doesn't do that much damage without buffs. Yeah.
All of you at once. I don't do overtime. Don't stand in my way.
Here we go. Sorry, I messed up again. All right, just had to protect it. I've done this before, that's why I was skipping it. Yeah, just a few bruises, a good rest will heal them. I need to practice working, catch all your moves. Happens a lot for beginners. Just give me a little more time. All right, I'll prove it myself to you. 1 second, everybody. Boobity. Boobity, boobity. One sec. There we go. When she's in her ultimate form, she does like 400k to like 500k damage. What are we talking about, Zani or Fleur-de-Lis? Hey, what's up, Faye? If we were going to go back to Huang Long in the story at some point, where do you think would be the most likely city we go back to? I mean, it's really up in the air right now. Oh, Zani, yeah. It's really up in the air right now. I mean, we could go to Jinzhou. I mean, I would say most likely Jinzhou. But it's so early in the story, it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, most likely Jinzhou. But if it wasn't Jinzhou, it could be a different city altogether. There's quite a few cities we haven't gone to yet. I actually have a list of the names. I think one of them is called Mingting. What are the different names? Yeah. So the cities we have not gone to in Huanglong are Zhaozhou, Mingzhou, Rongzhou, Chongzhou, Fangzhou, Yezhou, and Mingting, which is the capital, but we're probably not going to the capital. So, you know, Jinzhou, Zhaozhou, Mingzhou, Rongzhou, Chongzhou, Fangzhou, Yuezhou, Mingting. And this has been your life lesson on the cities in Huanglong. You're welcome. I'm gonna say, BitX, can you clip that if you're here, or can somebody clip that? Let's see. Store. Lovely, lovely. Title festivities. Oh yeah. That helps, because I'll be getting one outfit on one account and the other outfit on the other account. Oh, we have to go back to this too. Cool, got it. All right, where is... This is the account that technically... Yeah, we're just kind of farming this right now. We're going to be getting Frolova on this account. But obviously we don't know what Frolova is. I think she's going to be a rectifier. But who knows? Maybe she's actually going to be a gauntlet user, you know? Like, she's like, yeah, I can conduct, but I also could do, you know, that's not the only thing I can do with these hands type stuff. So we will see. Jinzhou, I would guess Jinzhou as well, because the reason we met Chu Yuan is probably to investigate Scar's escape. Yeah, I know a lot of people were kind of getting that. I don't know where they're getting that from, per se.
All yours.
Based on his design alone, or if that was just like, you know, just some popular theory, but...
You barely made a dent.
Hey, Demir, how you doing? Maybe a pistol user just like Chacona, randomly take a pistol and shoot someone. Exactly. So that's why I didn't want to preemptively farm. So I'm just, for this account, I'm just getting this stuff. This is the amount of preemptive farming that I'm doing. Let's see. Here we go. Nice. All right. The lion insignia. Apparently it's from the lion insignia. I saw it on Twitter. Oh, they think that's a lion insignia on his outfit. Yeah, actually, I guess if you were thinking about it, similar to like Jing Yuan from Star Rail, he is representative of a lion, and Chu Yuan has a similar hairstyle, so they could be centered around similar concepts.
All yours. Leave it to me.
So I can see that potentially. I still don't know where the idea of like Scar comes into play. Outside of like, there is the symbolism of like the lion and the lamb, right? That's like a biblical symbology.
Iron graft.
Symbolism.
Sentinel, protect me. Judgment time.
There we go. Was it really Scar though? I feel like it's an idiom. Huh? Illudian, because he appeared out of nowhere. Oh, an illusion. No, honestly, yeah, I'm wondering if it's Scar or if it was just to make, like, it was supposed to be representative of something. Like what the Fraxidus represents. Yeah. But essentially, it seems like Scar is, he might not be out of jail, but they're basically saying, yes, we are going to focus on Scar, everybody. You know, like, I know you guys have been wondering where Scar is, so yeah. And like I said, yeah, maybe we go back to, maybe that is the Scar prison break arc, right? Maybe that's what that is, and we go back to Jinzhou.
Answer me. Together we stand.
No
In the name
This is so overkill.
of imperative.
I'm gonna say this is so overkill. I should have just started with my ultimate and gone from there. So are we saying he's related to Ling Yang? Oh my gosh, no. Honestly, wait. I mean, no, I doubt it. I mean, in terms of relation, maybe there's like a correlation there, but related, no. He seems like a full human. I don't see any like mutations on him like that. Hey Ragnar, hi guys, I guess I have to watch the VOD this stream. Hey, what's up Ragnar, how you doing? Yeah, we checked out the Genshin live stream. After that, we looked at some of the Septimont information that you can apparently only see if you are looking at the Chinese thing. The Chinese website. So we looked at the information that the Chinese website got, that the Western one, you know, the global one did not. And yeah. We did that. We're gonna be checking out the Summer Games Fest in 50 minutes. So while we're waiting, I still have to do the Cube event. So that's what we're doing. I have to do the Cube event. We're getting that done. Let's see. As well, I have to finish up, because you know I have 2 accounts, so some things I do on one account that I don't do on other accounts. So yeah. And we're back. All right, let's see. And this is perfect timing too, because I'm gonna eat something while we're doing this this Cube event. Let's see. Open the Beyond the Waves. Beautiful. I'm about to say, if Summer Games Fest was closer, I could do that, but it is what it is. Oh wow, 2 before we finish. Woo! I mean, it is cool to see it is cool to see. I will say that, because on my other one I didn't even see it. So it's cool to see it. I'll take it, okay? I'll take it. Oh my gosh, this food looks so good. This food looks so good. Been probably up to peace since day one. Then Cheng Li's skin teaser dropped and my credit card started trembling. Well, right, that's not the same thing, okay? And I'd be interested to hear you all's opinion on this. I don't believe that's the same thing at all. Being F2P means you don't free to play, right? The way that I look at that, at least, it's like that's based on what you're spending to play the game, not so much what you're spending. Oh, found it. Okay, thank you. Not on cosmetics. Cosmetics don't affect free to play status, in my opinion. Let's see. So I guess he's not just a random guy, but also relevant to Scar's release in prison. The creature is Bai-an, a mythical beast from ancient Chinese mythology. It is said to be the seventh son among the legendary 9 sons of the dragon. It resembles a tiger. Oh, tiger is fond of litigation and exudes a powerful presence. The tiger head shaped ornament seen above the prison gates represents its image. Bai-an symbolizes justice and imprisonment. So Chu Yuan came to arrest Scar. Well, I don't know about arrest Scar, but it might be the case that he came to, like I said, evaluate a prison break. Okay, yeah, that's solid. Thank you, Nemu. Solid work, Nemu. Oh. Wow, it didn't actually log me in. I can do it later. But yeah, that's solid work. That's what's up. Yeah, so it could be, I don't think it's arrest Scar. It happened already. I mean, maybe he is the one who arrested Scar. It's possible. Or he could just be like the warden over the jail. Either way, cool. Games Fest is up, by the way. Huh? Summer Games Fest.